we didn't know that we could call it a hip hop scene in the early days, because what it was just your own area, your neighborhood. See, what I grew up in Battersea, and Plough Road, Battersea to be exact, and there's many sound systems in Battersea, reggae sound systems everywhere. Every block's got a sound system, you know. That was the way of things. But there weren't no hip hop sounds. You know what I mean? There was a few soul sounds we played parties, and some of the reggae sounds we played soul and R&B and stuff like that as well in parties. But no hip hop. But I remember when Planet Rock came out, and some of the sound systems started playing Planet Rock because the bass line is so heavy. You know, what? You know, I can remember some of the Rastaman that they're letting off on Planet Rock. We'd be like, damn, they're feeling this. So that was when I was aware of, like, you know, obviously them times I'm aware of hip hop and aware of what's going on. And I was really young as well, you know what I mean? Just became a teenager.
So it got me into hip hop. I think being young, I was in school and everyone else was into hip hop. And I heard it and it sounded wicked, and it was just a vibe really. I picked up on everyone was like freestyling, and well, back them days, I'm showing my age, but everyone was breakdancing and stuff like that.
When I started to go down to Covent Garden, that's when I became more aware of a UK hip hop scene. First of all, our London scene, because you had crews from everywhere, from Tottenham, from like, you know, Plaistow, from Brixton, from Hackney, from Grove. Lalo was strong, you know. Just all over London, man. Brixton, everywhere.
It was a vibe, you know. It was like same way kids go out and play football together and all that. It was just like we was linking up and listening to hip hop, trading tapes, hitting bars at each other, you know, stuff like that.
I borrowed some tapes off my cousin, like some Ice Cube, Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg, that sort of stuff. I think the first UK hip hop artist I really heard was like Black Twang, Roots Maneuver, Task Force, Jest, that sort of stuff just got me into it.
Remember Subterranea, 279 Subterranea, he used to have a jam called Flavour of the Month in Subterranea up in West London, and me and Rome used to go down there. I'm like 15, Rome's about 13 these times, we couldn't even get in.
It never occurred to me that people in this country were spitting and doing hip hop, and it must have been one school night or something. I saw the Mobos and it was like UK hip hop award. I was like, what?
I think I was like, I don't know, well obviously 96, 97 or 16, 17, and he just gave me a tape with like Mellow, Early Blade shit, London Posse, you know, all sorts, Walter Jericho, you know, all sorts of heads really, and that's when I first heard it.
I was aware of the UK hip hop scene pretty much when I was young actually. Still, my first introduction to hip hop was like Run DMC and shit. My brothers and my next door neighbours would play Run DMC, so I grew up on that real shit, you know what I'm saying? UK hip hop, I would say around 87, 88, and like these times, I was born in 84, so around 87, 88, I'm about 3 and 4, and you'd think just of how can you remember that, but I remember, was it London Posse? I think that was the first rap crew I remember, like, from them times, London Posse, and that's only because my next door neighbour used to play them and talk about them, so I think if my dates are correct, it's around, it's definitely before 90s, you know what I'm saying?
First aware from like proper underground hip hop, I heard about London Posse and Rodney B and them doing their thing.
Awareness of the hip hop scene has to go to about, for me, like 8. But it was Bambata with the Zulu Nation who was making efforts to organise the youth into something better, something constructive.
It's like we're in the scene, you know, you can be in the scene, the UK scene. So it's good seeing people, hearing people, you know, doing UK stuff.
For me, really I've always been on hip hop. Like I like other music, but the thing is, I'm addicted to hip hop. So like, I know I should listen to other music, and there's other music out there. I've got shit sitting on my machine that I need to listen to, but I'm just like really addicted to hip hop. So it's been like that since day. I wasn't really on anything else. I don't mind listening to other music, but it's all about the hip hop for me.
was wicked. We used to hear, this was the days of hearing the rare groove and the hip hop, you know what I'm saying, and the rare beats and bits of like those obscure jazz grooves and stuff. And a little bit of dub get played later, and everybody just really just like chilling. What happened was, I can't remember what record they ran. It was either that famous Wild Style beat that everyone raps on in Wild Style, which every MC you can't hold back if you hear it. But I think it might be Wild Style. And that's where I lost my cherry, you know what I mean? I took the mic, I remember speaking into the mic and hearing it back, and thinking, this sounds good. There was no nerves. When the mic touched my hand, it was just a different thing, and it's always like that for me. So that was when I first properly come on the scene as an MC. But in that place at the time, that particular jam, I was the only one holding the mic. See, that particular time, Bionic from the London Posse was there, and he took the mic, and Rodney P was there, and he took the mic, because me and Rodney P, before that time, we was rapping together for over 2 years. The name it was Grandmaster Mello and Roddy Rock. You know what I'm saying? But yo, this is it. This was the early days. This was the original time. This is what we were doing.
To be honest, it all started through DJing, because I remember seeing the local DJ.
Beer and rap basically started. I moved to Brighton. Brighton's obviously got a very good scene.
And I saw him do some crazy scratching, and at the time it looked like crazy scratching, but it wasn't really. It was just like the chirp, like.
Yeah, I'm DJing there every night, every show that promotes it.
I went round the dude's house and kind of just bugged him. Yeah, let me play around in your turntables. I'll just be like.
Yeah, I came down here pretty much unknown. Only a few people knew about me.
Elite Team started before all of us did music.
Originally, it was me and you. It was me and Sai originally. We was like, yeah, let's do a thing.
Elite Team ain't a rap crew, but it is a rap crew, but it's not based on just rappers, you know what I'm saying? We're brethren, friends before all of this stuff.
I think CC is like a natural development, yeah. It was like, we're all like fam anyway. I mean, me and CO have been rhyming partners for years, yeah.
Me and Rome started Elite Team in, well, our first rap crew, we had our first rap crew called Elements of Fear, and that was like around 98, 97.
And Connie was hanging around with us a lot. You know, spitting bars from the Deal Real days. We used to link up with Conflicts and then Speaker's Corner. And me and Sai had done a couple tracks together via Chemo. We linked up via Chemo.
Ted had some records, my brother had some records. We started bringing in more people down, Nero come down, started making hip-hop tapes now, and the style started to evolve, innit? Because you can do a lot more when you're writing a hip-hop lyric than you can do with a drum and bass lyric.
And I'll be honest, because it's like, we were seeing everybody coming with more of a punchline style, so we were seeing that like, you could come to an open mic and drop a deep verse, but people wouldn't respond to it, but they'd respond to some punchline, so that's when we started to adapt that style into it.
Competitive battling for money was just a case of this good exposure, as instant exposure to a large audience, and there's a cash reward at the end of it most of the time. So that was essentially the draw to competitive battling.
I just do that because it gets hype, you know what I'm saying?
Me and Sia, I remember the conversation saying there's all these fucking circles and we can't get in there. How are we going to get our foot in these circles? And back in them days, before the internet really blew up, really, it was a thing of you would just go to like where them mans are spitting and try to get in there and get love from different peoples. That way you can get your foot higher in the industry, you know what I mean?
I knew, yeah, right, this is what I want to do. From there I just thought, yeah, look, I can really go somewhere with this.
Seeing the man them do it, and I knew it was possible, innit? Just followed on.
I realised like every night I went out to meet my mates, my boys and that. Just, do you know what I mean? I just always, I thought this could be better. Like, I don't want to go to this show, I want this show.
But as far as we said that we're going to make our own little circle now.
But no one's, you know, these rappers in Birmingham or London and that, no one's just like going, look mate, you know, you got your thing coming out. You know, you want to do a show, come down to Brighton, let these people see you, hear you.
Me and Snuff said the same things like me and CO were saying, is that we're sick of this shit. We can't get no shows nowhere, you know, not getting no love off no one. Magazines are all closed because they've got their own certain people. The radio stations were closed to their certain people, and it was real hard, so we said we'd build our own.
So just putting people from out of town to put them on in Brighton where there is no scene. then Brighton hear about them, then they can go to the record shop, Rare Kind, pick up there, you know. Whenever I put on a beer and rap night, and it will feature someone from out of town, you know, the next day their sales, CDs, vinyls, do you know what I mean? Everyone hits the shop and buys that, so just supporting the scene and letting people have a stage from out of town, you know, in a town which is going to appreciate it, so just supporting the scene, you know.
Snuff he's not here at the moment, but he's like a workhorse behind that. He's a catalyst in pushing out our circle.
It wasn't a making money, you know, it doesn't make money, the nights don't make money, it's purely like just to go out and have a fucking laugh, which always happens, we throw a good party.
Alright motherfuckers, the bingo hall is now officially shut. You didn't get nothing, you know.
The raffle didn't work for shit, mate, but we took that money, take that money.
Catch me at American Express, Wednesday to Sunday, 8 till 4, give me a call, I'll serve it to a fucking card, bitch, you know what I mean?
Speaker's Corner, that's Snuff's bastard love child. It initially started was Snuff had an idea for a night. We sat down, we thought we were thinking of a name. We thought, yeah, Speaker's Corner, because it's, you know, where you come to speak, it's on the corner, you know what I mean? So yeah, and then, you know, the idea of it being free entry is sort of like shows you exactly what it's about, shows you the core, that it's free for the people. We're not trying to take money out of people's pockets for this. We're not just putting on a night so we can charge people £5 to come and hear some rubbish DJ playing the same commercial shit you've been hearing over and over. What we do is we try to bring the people, and we hardly have DJs playing now because there's so many live acts coming, there's so many open mics going on, do you know what I mean? And it's growing all the time. And so Speaker's Corner, it's a free event, it's for the people, by the people, it's grassroots UK hip hop building. That's it.
Somebody bring a Red Bull to the stage, please. Red Bull to the stage. Yo, check. Yo, life. Check, for your mind. Yo, listen. Yo, Brixton. Yo, Brixton. Yo, listen. Yeah. Life I was on the microphone, launch my thought from my righteous dome and bury all the unrighteous clones. My wordplay shines and glistens like ice and stones. Hit more keys with my voice box and a xylophone. I speak with clarity and I'm talking with the nicest tone. If you ain't nice with mics, leave the mic alone. I'm underground on that mic patrol. Can hit your brain from any range like some supernatural mind control. My sledgehammer grammar hits heads like violent blows. Every time that I flow, I'm leaving weak rhymers exposed. When I'm spitting, better duck cause every line explodes. Don't hold back, give you everything my mind it knows. Every day it sleeps and wakes, my mind it grows. And my soul and my spirit tune into survival mode. I'm more complex than the Da Vinci or Bible code. I'm a writer, I never chose to take the piper's road. My rhymes evolve, verses are like timeless scrolls. Make your head spin like Hong Ten while your mind revolves. I'm from the ghetto, where we living off of crisis loans. Still smoke every day and wear designer clothes. Call me belt buckle knuckles cause I'm nice with those. Wacko jacko up your face and redesign your nose. What's the blood as it dyes your clothes? I'm on some real rhyme talk to be raw, got no time to pose. I'm rhyming, I'm spitting, the mic I'll be gripping. I'm slicing and ripping the rhythm with precise lyricism, but with divine inner vision. This is what life I'll be bringing. Shoot my rivals like rifles with a cypher in competition. I'm rhyming, I'm spitting, the mic I'll be gripping. I'm slicing and ripping the rhythm with precise lyricism, but with divine inner vision. So this is life what I'm bringing. Shoot my rivals like rifles, listen. I'm that unlimited lyricist, leaving lyricists lyricless, lyrical literature legend. It's life and I'm living it. My potential on the mic, I'm fulfilling it. Life's a minute. Stage it was a cage, I fight like Militich. I spray all types of images. No one could live with this. The vocal hypnotist, call me life, aka Mr. Spit. Trust his niggas sick, MCs get ripped to bits. Lick the governor paper when I spit 100 bars before the wrist to stick. Crush your hypocrites flat like a small chest with lyricists. Run from big cities to little villages. Just to hear my voice, your privilege. Forget turning boys to men, my point. Make big men sound like little kids. Crumble like the ancient pyramids, life but I spit flows. Heavyweight brother just like 1/2 of the Klitschko's. Even in the dark my spit glows, my sick lingo make you lean back like it was the world champ at limbo. Bury rappers albums with my intro. After I'm with me, MCs feel like they done 10 rounds with Kimbo. I get down for the get-go for the first days of electro. Had a fresh flow so murderous, could have signed with Death Row. Like a pillage grenade, hitting the human brain, I'm making heads blow. Stand in the cemetery and rap, bring life to dead souls. Technique with a pen bro, fast and swift like Kendo. With mics or bikes, life I'll be doing no-handed endos. I'm rhyming, I'm spitting, like I'll be gripping. I'm slicing and ripping the rhythm with precise lyricism, born with divine inner vision. Listen life what I'm bringing, shoot my rivals like rifles when I cypher in competition. I'm rhyming, I'm spitting, the mic I'll be gripping, slicing and ripping the rhythm with precise lyricism, born with divine inner vision. Listen life what I'm bringing, shoot my rivals like rifles when I cypher in competition. Speaker's Corner. Speakers Corner. Yo, what's up, Speakers Corner? Speakers Corner. Life Cypher. Let me hear some noise for the life. Believe.
I hate everything about it.
The thing is about the industry is you gotta have your savvy about it. You gotta have a bit of know-how about the industry if you're gonna push your art form forward. You know, your creative influence of what you love. You can't push it forward if you don't sort of hit the industry at an angle. So we all kind of hate the industry because there's a lot of fuckeries in there. There's a lot of who you know and not what you know. You know, there's sick MCs getting slept on because they simply don't have money to get shit out there. They're not friends with certain radio DJs. They're not playing at certain hip hop nights and not getting shows. So that's the industry there. But you gotta conquer the industry. Don't, like they say, don't fucking hate the player, hate the game. Like, you know what I mean? The industry's shit, but you gotta play it. You gotta make your own way.
Seeing that things are like everybody's kind of clutching at straws, trying to make money somehow, and you know, because they feel like they deserve to get money out of music. You know, it's something that they've worked hard at for a long time. You know, that has definitely pushed a lot of the real rappers in a direction of more of an industry sort of flex.
Well, it's like the industry's very much more industry because it's like there's politics. You get me? A lot of it's like a lot of backstabbing and a lot of dick sucking to get to where you want to get to. So in that sense, it's industry. It's a business. It's like if you're a kid sitting at home and you're trying to come out there and press a CD up, it's not as easy as that. Do you know what I'm saying? Well, it's easy as getting your CD and set it on the road. But when you want to get that shit into stores, you want to get that shit through distribution. It's a whole industry you've got to go through, and the industry, as we all know, it favours certain people more than it favours others.
You know, the music, like the mainstream music industry, doesn't really want to support, you know, UK hip hop at all. It kind of makes it frustrating for artists. It makes a lot of people just want to switch up styles and shit. You know what I mean? And it's definitely all about who you know.
Like you might have the most talented artist who lives down there, or he might live up in North London or whatever. He's not necessarily going to be the one who makes it, because it's fucked up. It's kind of a thing of like who you know or what you're prepared to do. But then in that sense, a lot of people don't take it seriously. Like, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't take their business seriously. Like, you say to someone, "Oh, what do you do?" "Oh, I make music." "Oh, how much songs have you got?" "Oh, I've got a mixtape coming out." A year later, you see them. "Where's your mixtape?" "Oh, it's coming out." There's no grind over here. Like a lot of people, there's only a few people that we got my boy Drastic. Drastic's got a grind. Drastic will be out shutting his CDs. You know what I'm saying?
We are lacking in this country in terms of business in the music game. We are lacking. Distribution companies call themselves distribution companies. I'm not going to call out any names in the UK. They haven't even hit 1 million. Lamar will hit a million sales. Why? It's become the norm to do R&B. A couple of years ago, it wasn't the norm to be an R&B singer. A couple of years ago, coming from the UK, it wasn't normal to sing similar to what the Americans do. So why can't we make it the norm to be a rap artist? Why can't we make it a norm that our music is outselling American music in the UK? In the UK right now as it stands, the hip-hop artists outsell us in our own country. In France, that could never happen.
We just got to like put a little bit more work in, change the system a little bit, you get me? Like, to be real, yeah, like, artists have got to put in work, man. You've got to be more than an artist out here, man. They're saying that there's no system that's ready there and set for anyone, you get me? Like, in America, they got a conveyor belt, yeah, and you just put an item on the conveyor belt and it comes out the other end all vamped up and that. Like, there's channels, like TV stations, kids programs, this, that, like 100,000 radio stations for them to go on. For us, we got 2 shitty little magazines that are just shit. We got flipping radio DJs here that just bumping their friends and shit.
With one extra, I think, you know, I would say a lot of the stuff that they push is the stuff that's like giving them money, the people that are giving them money to put them in the playlist and all that shit. And they're really trying to think of like young black kids and what young black kids would like to listen to. And their idea is that UK hip hop, I reckon that UK hip hop isn't something that's in or trendy, which it isn't really. I mean, it was for a second, but it's not anymore. Like grime is more in. You know what I mean?
No way radio stations. You're playing bare wallies, giving them bare airtime. Do they deserve it? Ask yourself. Sit back. You have to sit back and listen to what these grime youths are really writing down. Are they really using ink and paper to write down these dumb messages? Like, is it worth it? Is it supposed to be making money? That's what the DJs have to ask themselves. Because the DJs know really and truly. They know what the real music is. But they're obviously just trying to please the masses, innit? So that's why really and truly you can't really knock the DJs too much. You gotta try and target the masses, make the masses start thinking differently, demanding different types of music.
I know the 1Xtra ain't playing me, you know. I think radio, they've got a responsibility to play it, and yeah, 1Xtra do an okay job. I think if there was more stations like 1Xtra, the situation would be a bit better. I do understand that radio can only play so much, and like as I say, normal people don't really want to listen to bars and that sort of shit. So, you know, was it a double-sided sword?
I think that's one thing, but also, I mean, you got to understand that it's a business as well, and whatever they reckon brings the figures in, they're gonna play. It doesn't. I don't think necessarily that it's like, oh, we'll just shut these niche groups up. I think initially it was like, oh yeah, let's try and represent all forms of British black music, and then slowly it's all being cut down with, you know, people stopping listening to it so much. You know what I mean? But the reason why people stop listening to it so much is because, in general, like they were slipping on what they, you know, to a certain extent, we relies on what the scene's bringing out as well. If the scene isn't bringing any, you know, big tunes out, then obviously they're not going to be playing that.
A professional boxer, they're on it all the time. You have to be. They're in the ring sharpening up and getting ready. Do you know what I'm saying? But a lot of UK rappers, they're happy to just press up a 12-inch vinyl and that's it. You know what I'm saying? Walking around with their same vinyl all the time. Fix up, you man are late. You can't just stay in London and expect, oh, I'm gonna put out my 12-inch vinyl and it's gonna blow. Fuck that, man. That's why the scene ain't growing. And that's why the scene won't excel and this, you know what I'm saying? That's what I think anyway. I don't care what you think, that's what I think.
Well, I think with the underground thing, you have to really build your stripes. No, anybody can drop an album and blow up and become commercial, but with the underground thing, you have to really build your rep and get out there, hit up the open mics and everything, and get your stripes. And then once you break through and you do go commercial, you've got a fan base already, and you've got people who are aware of your product and whatever. You know? But basically, commercial is just getting sales, isn't it?
Yeah, let's just put it straight. Like, commercial don't mean you're rubbish. I mean, people see commercial, it's like, that's commercial because the man's doing good.
I mean, like, obviously, like, no, like, everyone, you know, if you're releasing music, if you're doing your hip hop thing and you're releasing music, a product, then you want as many people to buy it and be into it. So, like, I mean, I wouldn't say it's switching up the styles, but like, you have to do your shit properly. Like, why a lot of this stuff is underground, it's just because it's not done right. Do you know what I mean? It's not that. It's some like artwork that's pixelated. Like, do you know what I mean? Like just crap products. Do you know what I mean? Stuff's not mastered right. Like, you haven't given it 2 months for press. Like, you haven't, like, do you know what I mean? It's not marketed. The radio is not going on in that. So I think the underground commercial thing. Obviously on that whole selling out, doing this, doing that, catering for an audience, I think if the product was, do you know what I mean, is better and is done right, then people will get into it, do you know?
Don't get it twisted. I mean, when you see manufactured hip hop that's created, you know, people have put people together, that's more, I call that manufactured more than commercial, do you know what I mean? Commercial means you're doing well, and you're always going to get haters who're going to say, yeah, that shit's commercial.
It's just disgusting, you get me? It looks dumb. To anyone that's looking at us, it just looks dumb, you know what I'm saying? Like, we're like flipping convicts fighting in a jail, you know what I mean? Like, none of us are going to get free unless we get together and riot, you know what I'm saying?
Fuck them, man, I don't care. We're doing well, then we're doing well. You know, so if people are picking up our CDs and buying it and showing us love, that's all love, man. That's what it's there for, you know.
As far as music goes, I like the best of all sorts of hip hop. Do you know what I mean? All sorts of music, really. I think you know, just because something is kind of more catchy and a bit more like upbeat, you know, doesn't necessarily mean that it's bad, you know what I mean? And generally a lot of people would say that that's commercial, don't they? Wouldn't they? I mean,
commercial to me basically just means like lots of people being into it. It's not really a sound to me, it's just like commercial, big audience, like, and everyone wants a big audience, so you know, you just got to move with the times.
Some people have made an issue in their head, kind of like immediately going commercial and selling out. Obviously, it's how you do it, innit? Like lots of people are just fixated on this underground, stay underground, but there's no money in the underground, fam. Have to go overground, and really and truly, that's putting your word out to the larger masses. You know what I'm saying? Right now the underground's small. You can get on the commercial circuit and millions and billions of people that are hearing you.
When you hear commercialism, people start, oh no, that's commercial. For me, I listen to any fucking music, it don't matter what it is. If it sounds good, it sounds good. That's all it is for me, man. It's the quality of music.
A lot of people release like music like under the banner of their own label, and it's like the label's not worth the paper it's written on. Do you know what I mean? It's like Big John's Records presents like Big John. I've just created my record label to put out this one release. Then you might see another release in a year if you're lucky.
But there's like a lot of stereotypes that come with underground music, like all underground music's supposed to be good. Nah, some underground music's good, some commercial shit's good. It's just fucking words.
Do you know what I mean? Like a label, you know, I mean, big up to Kemet, they do stuff properly. You know, they get it out there. You got to hit your deadlines and that. But I think underground is just people just not getting their shit together. You know, calling yourself underground is a good excuse to not have your game tight, and I think everyone needs to get their game tight.
So commercial or underground is just another word. I mean.
Hip-hop changes every being it encounters, it becomes something else. But it's been a long battle, and this battle has been about trying to control this wild beast, trying to control it, make money out of it, steer where it's to go.
So back in the days, like say like in the 80s, most people weren't really make like today people ain't really making money off of hip hop, but back in the 80s they weren't really making money hip, so they thought they were good, you know what I mean? They pick up a mic and rap and think, yeah, you know what I mean?
Because you gotta remember that people who loved doing what they were doing was actually saying you're a sellout if you go for the money and reduce your skills. So people, though being broke, would rather be broke, loving what they're doing, than go get the money and don't love what they're doing.
And it wasn't, if they blew up, that was like, wow, you know what I mean? Cause, you know, it was more about their music and like what they were saying, you know what I mean? But today now, because there is a little bit of money to be made, or people feel there is money to be made, I feel like it's only America that really makes money out of it.
I think it's once people start getting a taste of the money, principles starting to go out the window for certain people. And you know, if the majority of the people want to keep things real, you only need a very small minority who are willing to sell out, because then you take them and use them as the iconic figures.
So what happens is like, I think some people think, well, you know what, I can rap, so well, why not just start rapping and maybe I can make that as my living, and so they go into it as a living thing.
Selling out is doing anything that you don't want to do, really. That's all I consider. If you're writing rhymes about ice and about women and money and you're living that, then that's not selling out, yeah? But if you're writing rhymes about that and you ain't living that, then you're a sellout.
Yeah, big sellout. You big
selling out, you big fucking sellout.
There isn't enough. The thing is, like, there isn't enough. Well, there should be more than enough money in this music thing, considering how many people do it and how many people listen to it. But the truth is, there isn't. Like, you know, even like in the States, a lot of the fucking guys who you think are doing well are not really doing that well. Do you know, they like people to think, because of the whole bling era, they like people to think that they're doing well, but they're not doing that well because it's temporary. They're not putting away such big figures that they can fucking live for like 25 years, you know, without having to do a fucking minute of work, you know what I mean? So really and truly, you've got to do whatever you've got to do to make paper.
Why is the stigma attached with accepting money? Why is that? As long as you're you, where's the fucking issue? What, you want me to be? You want me to be me and broke? No, fuck you. If I can be me and rich, I'll be me and rich.
There's very blurry grey lines everywhere between commercialism, this kind of stuff, you know what I mean, selling out. It's just people doing what they do, man, you know what I mean? At the end of the day, we're all humans, like I said, man. People want money. I want money. I bet you want money. I bet everyone in this room, if someone gave them £10, they'll say, yeah, brilliant, thanks for the money. You know what I mean? So what is selling out? You know what I mean? If you're doing what you're doing and you love it, then fuck it. That's what I think.
No, it's true, because right now, the UK, there's no money in the UK industry. Whatever we're doing, people aren't really buying it. But obviously, people are buying what the Americans do, innit? So certain people out there that are just in this game for the money, innit? So they're just trying to do the money-making formula, innit?
It's just changing yourself up. Like, I mean, we don't know what goes on in these record company meetings when artists are meeting with A&Rs. Like, we don't know whether they're saying, oh yeah, we want you to do 5 tunes about girls or 6 tunes about drinking Alice Day or something. You know, we don't know that. Like, but I mean, definitely changing your music to sell a record is selling out to me, man.
Selling out is basically artists who they're not living the life in their rhymes. They're not really living what they say. So the equivalent, people might say, this person got a big record contract, so he sold out. But to me, it's just as equally, and it's just as equivalent for like an artist who doesn't, like if an artist says, yeah, I'm a big thug and I shoot all these guns, and in their real life they don't do that. They don't do that in real life. They only do it in their lyrics. That's equally as selling out, because it's fraud, innit? It's false. It's not real. So that is selling out, because you're selling your soul to fans who think that you really do that, and you don't do that. They're picking up your mixtape thinking, he's a killer. He ain't a killer. He works in Morley's or something, you know what I'm saying?
Selling out, just not being true to yourself, innit, in your music. Like, it's not about the beat, and you can have a happy beat, you can have a little funk beat, but if your subject matter has lost the plot and you're on some out, you know, just talking about girls and bling, and that's where your mind stays. You kind of sold out to what the industry wants, innit? So that's what the industry wants. Like, the bigger bosses, they want little hoodlums, as they say, just talking about cars and girls and money and all these type of dumb materialistic things, when really and truly there's a lot more to life, innit? And that's what people should be talking about, is it? Yeah, it's coming.
One of the things people always say selling out is, he's making big money now, he's sold out. That's not true. If somebody in their heart and in their mind, if that's who they are, if they're a money maker, then cool. That's how they make money, that's how they want to express themselves. But if you've got someone who's kind of, for example, you know, they've come from the street and they just want to share that with people, and then a big deal's put on the table and they forget who they are. They forget their original concepts, they forget how they express themselves, and they change just for money or just to please people. That's selling out. To me, selling out is forgetting who you are. It's not, he's making money, or he's doing too much gangster shit. If that's who you are, that's who you are. You only sell out when you do the opposite of what you originally stood for.
To me, see, this is what it takes. Is to me, you know, he's on about selling out, working Robbie Williams. Remember, I'll work with fucking Robbie Williams. Make sure you remember that, because I don't give a fuck. Like, at the end of the day, to me, selling out is compromising who you are as an artist. That is what it boils down to. At the end of the day, fuck me if do you remember that Mr. Blobby tune? If Mr. Blobby comes to me and sticks a wedge in front of me and goes, I want you to do what you already do and not change it, but I'm going to give you this much cash for it, I'll fucking do it. Why would I not?
Everyone sees, like, if someone makes a lot of money, they think they've sold out. But to be honest, if you take one person and say, right, look, bro, if you rap in a different accent, do all this, and they're shit, no one likes them, but they've completely changed, they've still sold out, but they haven't made any money from it. If someone's exactly the same as they've always have been, and then makes lots of money, they haven't sold out, they've just made lots of money. It's simple.
And everyone wants to hate on that, you know what I mean? Like, everybody, there's too many people trying to knock the next man.
But then,
business.
Never personal.
That's selling out. No, like, I mean, to a lot of people, selling out is making money, unfortunately. And you know, hate away. Like, fuck it, if you want to have a hate campaign against me, I'll put a sold out sign around my neck and stick my fingers up. If someone's chucking money my way to do what I'm struggling and on the bones of my arse for doing, then, you know, maybe I'm an idiot. And I'm sure at some point along the line people will look back at this and say, you know, whatever. But the point is, it's like, what kind of idiot turns down money for doing what they already do? You know what I mean? I'll be mad quick. Basically, if selling out is making money, then the second you sell a CD, you sold out. Fundamental. If you have, in order for me to do what I want to do 24 hours a day, I need to make a certain amount of money out of it. Now, if I can make money doing what I do and not what somebody wants me to do, then I'll do it. Fuck you. Eat a dick. I don't care.
Definitely content, because it's like, if you ain't saying nothing, then what are you actually saying? Do you know what I'm saying? If you ain't saying something, I'm not saying every rapper has to be on some political, like every rapper has to be on some super space, but it's like content. Look at brothers' contents. Like, you go to an open mic session and all brothers are doing is spitting punchlines, and that's dope because that's for the open mic. But when you listen to their CD, that's not all that you want to hear. I can backflip around the moon 1 million times and then go home and drink a cup of tea. Fuck all of that shit. No one cares about that shit.
Yeah. To me, lyrical content's got to be the same. I can't have that chicken and chip music all day, man. Like, it just makes you stupid, makes you dumb. But it depends on who you're asking. If you're asking a fucking marketer, if you're asking a marketer, you're asking an A&R, man. Yeah, then they'll say sales. Yeah, but if you're asking just the average bro on the street, they'll say whatever I'm feeling. You know what I'm saying? Lyrical.
If you're happy to make 30 grand a year on hip hop, you know what I mean? I think that's fine, you know what I mean? You don't have to have a swimming pool, you know what I mean? You can just have a normal car and ride. No, you can just go and have normal things in the fridge, you know what I mean? And just eat normal food and all that stuff. You don't need to have marble staircases and stuff like that. You can be an MC and be humble, and as long as you're eating and making your money and it's normal money, you don't have to be the top of the range money. You know what I mean? It can be just normal stuff.
That's it. I don't rate a brother by how many. So somebody tells me you need to buy this album. Did you know he sold 10,000 copies in the first day? And if I buy it and I don't like it, I don't like it.
Yeah, I will rate a brother if he is making money out of hip hop. Yeah, and he is like say Jay-Z for instance. I rate Jay-Z. I don't rate his lyrics. I don't rate him as the greatest MC. No. But I rate the fact that he's got to that level.
Yeah. You have to give respect where respect is due, man. If somebody's doing their thing and they're making money off of it and people are feeling it, good to them. If I don't like it, I'm not buying it, and I'm not rating them on sales alone.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
For all of us, it's not going to be, I swear it's only going to be something like 0.5% of us that's actually going to be able to say exactly what we want and sell it to the masses. For the most part, you got your immortal techniques, you know what I'm saying, your Jedi mind tricks is, your, you know what I'm saying, them people you can tell, they spit what they feel. They haven't converted to what this person over here is doing, that person over there. They're spitting them. And that's what I'm saying. That's why you have to respect artists like that.
A lot of people go into rap thinking that they're going to have that Ferrari at the end of it. It ain't going to happen. At the end of the day, you're going to look at your contract check and what's all this? Ferrari, what's all this? Top hotel, you know what I mean? Don't get into hip-hop for that. Get into it because of the rhymes, the lyrics, the people around you, the feelings it makes you do and stuff. That's what you're supposed to get into.
It depends where you are in the game. Like, you talk about content or sales. Where you are you in the game? If you're an artist, obviously it's content to begin with. If you're a manager, it's sales. At the end of the day, anything to do with business, I've worked in a lot of businesses selling. No matter what the product is, it's about moving units.
The industries are the ones where you see they have power and they're using their power in marketing. And the question has to come up, why is it that the things they're marketing are so negative, and there's not the balance, as we spoke before.
As a person who's a business decision maker, what are you going to move? You're going to move the gangster stuff, because that's what's selling.
A lot of these youngsters coming up now, they see, money sells. If they come across like that, they're instantly going to make that money as well. The reality is not like that.
As generations come up, being bombarded with the same images, same attitude, same marketing, that's what they grew up with, and they take that on. Because the history isn't known clearly, and doesn't like predominate rap and everything, the history, and people are going to go for what they're seeing rather than what they're seeing and what it came from.
Again, people expect certain things from certain people, and if they don't come with it, then they don't fit their little mold, their little blueprint of what hip-hop should be, so it's not as accepted.
You understand, like there's like a lot of copying.
But I think there are a lot of heads in the scene with their own personal characters.
No, actually I wouldn't even say a lot, I'd say a small percentage of the people in the scene are original, they sound like themselves.
Manage, Chester, Foreign Beggars, Cashmere, Syntax.
You know what I'm saying? It's like you got your styles say for instance like you got your styles from your Chester P styles to your Jess styles, and them man originated those styles of what they do, and they do those styles very well. But then there's a lot of dudes who listen to their music and want to rap exactly like them. Do you know what I'm saying? I go to a show, I don't want to hear a million Chester P sound-alikes. I want to hear Chester P's bit. Do you know what I'm saying? I want to hear Jess' bit.
It's just that the scene is tiny comparative to places like America and France. The scene is really, really small, and that is why there aren't as many prolific heads.
A lot of people get it twisted and think you got to come out and sound like Chester, like you got to sound like Jess. I love Chester, I love Jess. I want to hear them two spitting. I want to hear Task Force on stage ripping it up, but I don't want to come to a show and hear a million dudes that sound like them. Do you understand? There's a difference, and I guess they'll say the same. I spoke to Just about this, you know what I'm saying? It's just what it is, you get me? I don't think a lot of people would say it, I don't give a fuck, I'll say it.
Back between MCs or anything, you end up in a situation where there's no balance.
I think as a scene, you know what I'm saying, people have to be more, like, it's like the identity of UK hip hop is like some backpacker shit, you know what I'm saying? And like, I've got nothing against backpackers, I could be considered a backpacker, do you know what I'm saying? But I understand that it's not just that.
Like, what the fuck is wrong with being passionate about something? Like, maybe I have a chip on my fucking shoulder, but at the end of the day, it's like, if you're not passionate about something, you're gonna be shit at it, because you're not gonna dedicate enough time to it. So if being a backpacker means being enthusiastic, which therefore means dedicating time to something, which therefore means being good at it, fuck you. Stick a backpack and ease pack on my back and some headphones and some skater shoes, send me on my way and insult me.
People think, if you ain't got a rucksack on and you ain't got baggy jeans on, you're not hip hop, like. Do you know what I'm saying? That's not really true. I'm saying I have nothing against the backpacker dudes, and I have nothing against the dudes who are overly roading their rhymes. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of groups who are overly roading their rhymes, or that's the way they live.
Right now we're chasing the American dream, but there's a very real British reality, you get me? And that's nothing to do with the American dream, you get me?
But UK hip hop, it's got like a neaky outlook. When people say, who do you like from this? When you see them on stage, you're thinking these brothers are some neeks, like they don't represent me. Like when I grew up and I was seeing brothers in the ends like Hustlers or whatever, do you know what I'm saying? And they were talking about hip hop and they would kick their freestyles. That's my first impression of, like, do you know what I'm saying? Like of rappers, like dudes that was on my estate, my elders. So when I come to a show and you see some neaky brother on the stage, you're thinking that doesn't represent me. It's a part of the scene, and I'm not saying that it shouldn't be there.
You know what I'm saying? Anyone can rap to a degree where you can sell your music, you know what I mean? And like, where it takes a lot more than that, you know what I mean? We have to start to build this image, yeah, of UK, you know what I'm saying? What makes you UK? Is it how you dress? Is it how you act? Is it how you speak? You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of that identity is lost in the music as well. You feel me? It's like, where?
Because equally, if you have someone like myself, I'm not road, I'm not a backpacker, I'm just that kind of in between. Do you know what I'm saying?
Life on road, there's gonna be gangster things, there's gonna be killing, there's gonna be gun business, there's gonna be whole heap of darkness going on, but at the same time there's going to be consciousness, there's going to be knowledge, there's going to be fun, there's going to be joy.
I mean, with like the political climate that's going on at the moment, like a lot more people are getting more sort of socially conscious about what's going on in their environment, what's going on in the world. I just think that I don't know, like a lot more music's aimed at being positive about life rather than being guns. I mean, there's still a lot of the gun talk about.
You know what I mean? There's going to be girls and guys who've got proper relationship where they respect each other. There's going to be people who's got kids and that, you know what I mean? And talking about these kind of things. But the industry is saying, look man, you know, and it's not just the music industry, it's the movie industry, it's everything. It's going to be about, it's Hollywood. It's that gun and glamour, you know, cash and power. It's good, it's cool to be able to, you know, in movies or whatever, to be able to diss somebody badly, like beat somebody down or kill someone. You know, you can do it real glamorous in movies, and certain men can verbalise that real glamorous too. And some of them, I'm sure, have seen that and witnessed it and are reporting on it.
Back in the day, it seemed a lot more about expressing yourself, being creative, you know, doing something new. Like if you look back to kind of late 80s, early 90s when I first got into hip hop, you had groups ranging from a Tribe Called Quest, KRS-One, NWA to Public Enemy. Do you know what I'm saying? And they were all involved in the same thing, but expressing themselves in completely different ways. And they all had their own fan bases. Now it's like a lot of people are all saying the same shit, all going after the same fans. I'm thinking that could only be for one thing. Someone spotted a formula, they tried it, it worked. Someone saw them do that, so they thought, I'll do that, I'll do that, I'll do that. So now a lot of people are just trying to make money. They're not in it for any love, they're not in it for any, they ain't got any passion, they ain't got no feeling. It's just, it's a quick way, it's a quick buck. I don't have to lift any boxes, I don't have to do any hard work. I just talk and look bad, and then that's it, I'm gonna get paid. Like,
definitely, like, there's a lot of kids going around nowadays, they think they're living in the Bronx, and they think that the gun crime is the way that London is now, where it's not. I mean, London's not as bad as people say it is. Like, there's not as much gun crime as there is in like New York and that, but kids are going around thinking that there is. Yeah. So, I mean, I think, yeah, hip hop's definitely got an influence on that, but I think the labels are only pushing forward the stuff with the wow factor, with like the Hollywood kind of look at things, where it's, oh yeah, hip hop's all I've got and this and that and whatever, when the fact is that a lot of these kids are growing up, they live in a nice house, they've got a lot going for them, they can go to school, they've got free education. It's not like living in the third world. I mean, you live in London, like, you've got a free education there waiting ready for you, you've got free libraries, you've got all sorts of shit going for you. So why base it upon like the life of the gangster is the only way that, like, you've got to survive, you know? It's bullshit, man. Stop it. It's a trap. It's a trap. Don't fall into the trap.
Nah, I don't know. You know what, yeah, I blame the majors for a lot of this shit, cause if you put enough money behind the record, you can sell anything, you can get anything into the charts. So look at the heads that the majors are signing, and the kind of message what they're putting in their lyrics, and like how that's gonna affect the kid listening to that shit, man. I mean,
especially when people in this country and the kids listening to the music don't realise that your favourite rapper who's talking about I got fucking shitload of guns and keys of drugs, really they're sitting in a fucking mansion, eating ice cream. And
the mansion's rented.
Yeah, do you know what I'm saying? For cribs.
And if you're spitting out really negative stuff to teenagers, because they're teenagers, they're gonna believe that.
But you know what? Yeah, it's like
misguided bullshit.
It's like these people, the labels want to push these people out, and it's like they're in a position to do anything. Now the kids see the guns, the crime, all that stuff, as exciting. It's like watching a feature film. The Scarface, the American Dream. It's exciting, but at the same way, getting your people together and just having a love for hip hop and lyricism and stuff is fucking exciting as well. You don't necessarily need to be rapping about all that to get in a kid's brain, you know, to get in a kid's mind. Do you know what I mean? You don't need to be doing that. But with them, it's like a brainwashing thing, and like, you know, I've got hope for the youth. Do you know what I mean? But at the same time, I'm seeing that it's gonna be hard for them when every angle is bombarding them with guns, violence, drugs, fashion, girls, this, that. Do you know what I mean? So for most young men growing up, they want to have a constant high of that, because that's the thing that excites them in life. That's the thing that keeps them happy. Do you know what I mean? And without that, you know, it's boring for them. Do you know what I mean? So labels just constantly feed the fire for that. You know what I mean? Because they don't want to take a risk on pushing out something positive.
There's a disempowerment that's going on and has been going on for a long time. This is part of that clash, that battle, that war. You understand? I go as far as to say that it's a war for people's souls. I go that deep because we're seeing now how it's influencing our so-called rap music or whatever they want to call it is influencing the youth dangerously, whereas before hip-hop used to be influencing the youth positively, empowering us and making us into people more than we were.
Don't know if there's space on your camera for it because you can delve into it.
Depends on the person who holds that stereotype. You know, like a lot of Middle England, you know, the upper crust of society, so fat, white, rosy cheek, rich inbred bastard in the middle of the sticks. He perceives hip hop as, you know, the devil's music, trouble. But then you got youths themselves, it's true though, and then you got, you know, heads who are actively subscribing to hip hop, who in themselves they apply stereotypes. You know what I mean? Like you get certainly in London more, where you have a massive scene. You know, a lot of youths expect an artist to be a certain way and dress a certain way and act a certain way and talk about certain things. You know, and to be honest, like you know what I mean, I'm not trying to jump through hoops and meet other people's you know, what they expect from me. Like fuck them, I'm me, I'll do me, that's all I know how to do.
Certain things being said, certain records made by certain artists, and trying to sort of like project that image across them and try and stereotype all of us under that certain image, you know what I mean? And that's kids from the street, that's on the, Whereas what they don't understand is that this umbrella of hip hop has got so many different, you know, components, angles and perspectives. You know? What is sex and violence sells, isn't it?
Of course.
It always sells, so that's what they're gonna, that's the image that they're gonna project.
The stereotype's really, really difficult, and it's really given normal rappers a bad name. Most rappers, they don't just rap, they got something else going on in their lives as well. They've got families, they're paying their taxes, they're just normal like everyone else, you know. And well, because of like American hip-hop and the normal people in this country, they just see American hip-hop and say, oh, this guy's acting like that, he's talking about his jewelry, how gangster he is, he's a pimp, rare. They don't really know about, like, I don't think many people even know about UK hip-hop or just normal hip-hop. All they know is what they see on the TV.
Anytime a rapper's mentioned on fucking, in the newspaper, you know, at the Sun, they try and put adjectives to say like, wannabe gangster, whatever. Every time it's a rapper, wannabe this, wannabe dealer, wannabe whatever. Like, we don't even wanna be. I've heard it said about people that don't even, they're not even near wanting to be that. I don't wanna be a fucking gangster. I like my life, I don't wanna get shit in the face.
It's a fucking bracket that you can put people in, and people will assume that position because that's just how it is nowadays.
Like, you know, I work full time, and the guys at work, they always throwing up the gang signs, and you into the rapping and all that, and
you rap your rapping.
All that. Oh no, he's gonna come and stab me.
Yeah, you shot any guns, shot any hoes and bitches today. It's just like, yo, and all that hand shit. And I'm just like, yeah. Cause like, I don't know, it's weird, man. You can fight the stereotype and try and change people's opinions, but deep down, I figure they don't care. And, you know, they're not gonna delve beneath the surface. So it's just like, why the hell are you gonna preach to the ignorant? It's just a waste of time. I'm gonna get my pillows going. Hip hop, it's culture, it's art. Rare.
Hip hop's gonna fade. It's a fact. This was a very big stereotypical attitude that they had when they looked at something that a whole generation was doing that they didn't do. You know what I mean?
Straight away, they relate to young people, number one, and they think, well, what are you doing, like, listening to hip-hop? You know, because again, all they see is the more commercialised stuff like 50, or whatever, they have no idea the masses of people that there's so much conscious hip hop out there. So it's not even worth having the argument or the debate with people. You think, you know what, we'll stereotype me then, that's fine.
And we obviously know what this thing is. It's part of our life. They're a fad for us. It's saving us from jail. It's saving us from madness, you know. And
it's even more different now, because obviously back in the day when you were younger, you wore the big clothes to rep that, yeah, I listen to hip hop. If anyone listens to me, looks at me, they know I listen to hip hop. But now, I just walk around in whatever clothes and people can make the assumptions they want because I know what I listen to.
And hip hop is rebellious. You don't like being categorized. You cannot, because hip hop differs to every individual.
Calling me hoodie, I mean, with them, with people in general, I just take it on the chin. Like at first, it used to really wind me up. You don't understand, you don't know how I express myself, so don't compare me to what you've seen.
You know, stop watching MTV and chatting shit, but
every time anyone mentions hip hop on mainstream television, everyone's fucking throwing out gang signs and talking about drive-bys, talking about fucking ice and whatever. British hip hop ain't about that. You know what I'm saying? I've seen British artists on television and talking about that same shit. Like, there've been one of, you know what I mean, a few drive-bys in Britain, but it ain't about like all that bullshit. And the way they try and do it is they're trying to negate the art form, whereas back in the day it was actually known as an art form, you know what I'm saying? And these days it's just like they're trying to take away everything to do with the art and just make it about all social status, which agreeably hip hop has turned into just being about social status, but you know what I'm saying? It's a lot more than that.
But at the same time, I can understand why they do that. Everybody identifies with stereotypes. Do you know what I mean? There's stereotypes of black people, white people, rappers, poor people, rich people. So I identify with some stereotypes. When I meet a certain person and they tell me there's something, I've got certain stereotypes going around in my head. So now I try not to blame anyone for stereotyping me. As long as it's in jest and they don't try and insult me with it or use it in a derogatory manner, then it's cool. I normally have a laugh about it.
Like I say, people within the scene might instantly say, you know, in order to be down or to be real or whatever, you have to be from a certain background or of a you know, a certain level of notoriety as a person. You maybe have to know how to brawl, or you know, even certain people believe you have to be of a certain ethnicity or whatever. But personally, you know, my background isn't something I talk about much. I'm from up north, I'm from Newcastle. It's not a pretty place really, I love it, but you know what I mean, at the same time it doesn't come into it, because I'm me, where I'm from, what I do, so where I'm from and the life I've led isn't really important, you know what I mean, it's the end product. And it's like, to me, if you're coming with the skills, then you get love from me.
Really we should be doing our bit to dispel any myths, but that's how it works.
Well, to be honest, I mean, people from the grime scene don't like to see it as hip hop because they like to think that it's a unique thing. But I do think it's a new style of hip hop. Just because it is rap, like bars over beats, you know what I mean? And like, despite even, doesn't really matter that it's double time or however, you know what I mean, electronic or whatever. It's basically a new style, just the same way as crunk is, you know, all like, yeah, I don't know what you call the down south stuff in America, but as far as I see it, that's what it is. It's just a different style of hip hop. It's just, I don't know.
You know what? I'm not sure what the main difference between hip hop and grime is, because some people, maybe there isn't a difference. They're both rapping over beats.
Grime is pretty much hip hop. I mean, lyrics and beats in any form. It's pretty much what hip hop is, you know, like the actual music. I mean, I don't mean the culture. The culture of hip hop is vast, but when you talk about hip hop music, it's pretty much lyrics on beats. And if you change up the beats to certain BPMs and you spit your lyrics differently, it's still pretty much hip hop, you know.
But what I love about it, what I love about grime, is London. It's London. It's like jungle. It's like garage. Like, you know, they might not be my favourite types of music, but it's London. And that's what I love about it.
Yeah, people get too caught up in shit, so I don't really say there's like a major difference between the two, but really it's the beats that govern it. because you know, if you heard a hip hop MC on a grime beat, they'd say, "Oh, that's grime," but it's all hip hop, man. It's all hip hop.
I really like grime for the purely UK. It's purely UK English music, but you know, which sort of, you know, it's a generation thing. It's completely UK bred. I love it. I think it's great.
They may sound a bit different. People label things in different ways. It's all good. Grime's doing its thing.
There's a new wave of kids, and, you know what I mean, like movement, like, you know, Ghetto, Rich 32, Devlin, Scorcher, even down to like people like Lil D and Chipmunk. They've all learned that you can't just do one word rhymes, so they're getting ultra technical even to the extent now I think some of those guys outspit hip hop dudes.
Now I'm hearing MCs on grime who have got skills, man. Who've got proper skills, like, you know. They're burning hip hop cats, man. Hip hop heads need to like start putting their shit together, man. You know what I mean? The grime heads, some of the youngers are getting mad sick, but they all listen to hip hop. Like, don't get it twisted. As well as listening to grime, they listen to hip hop.
They like people like as much as people want to sit there and frown at grime, like hip hop snobs, they like hip hop. You know what I mean? They do. Those grime dudes really do like hip hop. They like Dipset. They like your Jay-Z's. They like Kalashnikov. They like Skinny Man. You know what I mean? You know, like, I think it's a good thing. You know what I mean? A new style for people to embrace. I mean, it's not new anymore.
It's so closely related, we shouldn't even be tearing it apart. We should just build this shit, man. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, it's the voice of the youth. So why the fuck are we gonna start sleeping on it, man? Let's just help it, man, if anything.
And I think, you know what I mean, I'll embrace that, because, you know, that's why I like to work with them type of people.
Some people just want to categorise it and call it hip hop, call it grime, put it in a box, whatever. If it's good music, it's good music at the end of the day. So really, I don't even know what the difference is between hip hop and grime.
Heads will be quick to pigeonhole and classify stuff and say this is that or that is the other, or the hating or whatever, but grime is hip hop. It's just a different style of beats, because the dudes are rapping, you know, it's bars, it's flows all over beats and stuff.
It's not Americanized.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I have to admit, before, when the grime was first starting, I thought the lyrics were basic, to be honest with you. The lyrics are basic. But now, now they got, alright guys, you got your shit on point now. Before you were sleeping, but now you got your shit on point. So yeah, I give them props, man. I give them props.
Yeah.
We do, even we've done a little grime little double time.
You're not too old to do grime. Where you going?
Oh man,
you know what I mean? The youngers will be like, that ain't grime.
I think a lot of times it's heads on the internet that are making that distinction, you know, like they hate anything that's not in their little box.
True.
You know? So like Manny said, I think we should listen to what these kids have to say, you know, because if you ignore them, you're ignoring the problems in their environment or whatever, and that's going to get worse. So I start listening to them and we can do something about it.
I don't want to hate on anybody's hustle, so if you're making money from it and you're doing it, and then fair play. And it's not even that I dislike grime. I've heard some real dope grime. I've just heard about that Ghetto guy. I think he's got some real nice lyrics and what have you. I find Bearman and Mr. Wong hilarious. I think they're talented, charismatic guys. And again, I'm not going to name any names because I'm not hating on anyone particular, but I do have a huge issue with how shit a lot of the lyrics are. But I know a lot of it's to do with the energy of it, you know what I mean? The raw energy. And I get that out of hip hop, you know what I mean? And I'm not trying to say grime is shit, that's not what I'm trying to say. Like, drum and bass is about energy, you know, different types of energy, but it's about energy, so, and I can appreciate that. But maybe I am getting old, you know what I mean? I'm 26, quarter of a century, officially an antique now. But I don't know, man, I just listen to a lot of it and I hear like 4 bars repeated 3 fucking times in a verse.
But like, my thing is, like, I don't compare it to the hip, do you know what I mean? I don't compare it to like what someone in hip hop would be doing. Like, I see grime as its own thing, do you know what I mean? Like every other music, like.
No, and I appreciate that, but what I'm saying is, right, let me put it to you like this, I can appreciate a good grime tune, you know, I've heard grime tunes, I like
like hip hop, there's good and there's bad, and grime there's good and there's bad.
But what I'm saying is, a lot of big grime acts that I've heard and seen on Channel U and what have you, it just seems, I could be totally wrong, you know, I'm obviously come from an ignorant side of things. I haven't listened and been exposed to that much grime. You know what I mean? Jimmy listens to it a bit. I know Newborn likes a little bit of it, but and the music side of it, like some of the beats are fucking sick, like real sick. You know what I mean? Like I really like the big bass lines and the, you know, the big bashment sound to a lot of it, and just the raw energy of it. And yeah, fair play, loving that. A lot of the MCs, like I say, might be charismatic, whatever, they might be able to hold a dance down. But I was talking to Jimmy about it, right, and I was saying, you name all the drum and bass MCs you can, you know, there's a lot of them, yeah? Very few of them put their voice on record and make tracks, because apart from heads like Dynamite, who can do hip-hop, you know what I mean, and has done drum and bass tracks, you know, you've got mixtapes out there with Conrad, whose voice or whatever, but to me it's like 90% of drum and bass MCs, their job is to complement the music live, is to add to the atmosphere and to almost connect a DJ to a crowd. It's not always needed and some of them go on too much, but that's their role. And I can understand if that's the role of a grime MC, if that's what he does, then if I, you know, because I've heard grime live and seen dudes chatting, not being able to understand a word of it, I thought this is fucking raw, I like this. But then when I've sat at home and I can hear what a lot of them are saying, and again, I don't want to hate on anyone. If you're making grime music, I wish you all the luck in the world. But I've just heard certain grime tunes where I'm sitting and I'm thinking, I couldn't bring it to myself to put that on a beat, those lyrics. Like, not the rowdiness and the roll calling and the, you know, the quotes and the little phrases that they have or whatever, you know what I mean? I understand that, but how, you know, how can you say that's a verse?
The hype, it's all about the hype.
I put time and effort into sounding like an idiot. You know what I mean? I sound like I put no effort into it, but I put mad effort into it. So if that's what they're doing, fair play, but a lot of it just sounds like, you know, any man could write it. I'm not saying, you know, I could be a grime MC.
With grime, you can just build a name off the hype, just hyping, do you know what I mean? The difference between grime and hip-hop, I don't really know.
Like he says, it's a UK born and bred movement. It is a movement that was birthed in the UK, so I've got to have respect for that.
A lot of the stuff you sort of mentioned earlier about building your own circle, your own industry, your own hype, but it's pretty much a progression. It's a transmission from doing nothing into something. I mean, we all started the same way. Every MC you meet out there started thinking with an idea, hatching a little plan, you know. Yeah, I could do this, I could write a rhyme, I could do this, and that's how it starts, you know. At first it's always hard, no one knows you, you gotta build your time. People know you, the more you touch places and rap, you know what I mean. But yeah, the essence comes down if you're good. If you're not good, then you gotta know you're not good. Your friends and family are not gonna give you honest opinions, man. They're gonna tell you you're good if you suck, you know what I mean. But you know what I mean, if you're really on it and you wanna do it, you just gotta keep at it. People have said it for years. I remember hearing interviews when I was young of rappers I wanted to be like, saying you just got to stick at it and keep on it, and it's the truest thing you could say. Nothing's going to do it apart from your hard work. Do you know what I mean? If your determination will get you there, nothing else, you're not going to, well, you know, saying that there's a couple heads who turn overnight celebrities, but it's rare. The most heads build their own things, you know, they use their hands and they grind and they make what they can, they hook up with producers, they just shout at people, get links and build something. That's the only way you're going to get out there.
Just, if you're an MC, keep writing, because then you might reach our levels. And music-wise, keep making beats, because then you might be as good as this brother here, Mr. Eddie Strong.
Hold on.
And you know, just keep an open mind, man. That's what. Just keep a fucking open mind. If your mind's open, you're more likely to fucking understand some shit.
Stop walking around the road like you're a prick as well. I'd say lose the swagger, innit? Lose the swagger.
Yeah, lose the swagger. And stop staring people out when you're walking on the street.
They ain't done that to you.
One day you might get into a beef, you know what I'm saying?
And the real gangsters don't get on like that anyway. Real gangsters don't rah. They're quiet, you know what I mean? You don't know they're gangsters, you know what I mean? The real gangsters don't chat about it. They just knock you out and you're like, what the fuck am I doing on the floor? You know what I mean? That's the real, you know what I mean? Don't rah, because there's too many people out there ready to test you.
If you are a gangster, keep it quiet. You know, police are recording shit now.
If you are a gangster, if you are a real gangster, don't rap. Why are you rapping? If you're a real gangster, go out in the street and make your money.
If you are a real gangster and you're rapping, you're not. You just stick to rapping or stick to the other. Both just doesn't work, because if you're rapping and you're a gangster, that means you're not a very good gangster. Yeah. faster, you know what I mean? Make more money that way.
That's why I can't understand when you hear these big American rappers, like, they're rapping and they're saying that they slinging crack in the street.
That's why they need bodyguards.
Why are you slinging crack in the street?
Yeah, when you're selling a million.
What the hell's all that about? You know what I mean? And I was like, and you realise that's just bullshit. You know what I mean? They're trying to come across like there's something they're not. You know, you're not slinging crack in the street, because if you're slinging crack in the street, you get off the mic and just make your money, or one or the other. You know what I mean? It don't make sense.
I'd say, basically, I forgot what I was going to say because of that. This is me thinking. You don't see that too often, you know. I can't remember. Come back to me later. Mr. Guide one.
Yeah, to all the youth, stay at school. One day you might be wearing a suit like me, yeah?
So sharp. My hand is bleeding.
Do your research. Study your arts. You know what I'm saying, baby boy? Let me see. Damn. Fall back. It's real big out here.
Yeah, no, just study your art, innit? If you're an MC, you got to study the people. You got to study the people that are great. You know what I mean? And that goes beyond Nas and Jay-Z, or fucking, I don't know, for the underground cats, Jedi Mind Tricks. You know what I mean? Jedi Mind Tricks or Ill Bill or something. Do you know what I mean? It's fucking, just because that's of now doesn't mean they were wicked lyricists before that. You know what I mean? Like G-Rap and fucking, you know, Rakim. You know what I mean?
Couple big ups, yeah? Big up Chemo, man. Big up Snuff.
Chemo.
Big up Chemo. You know what I mean? Whole family, man.
Yeah.
All the real heads, man. Big up Minority Report, man.
IRS.
Rebel Alliance over there. IRS, Elite Team.
Zen 1.
The whole fam, man. Zen 1, yeah, definitely, man. Big up all the crew, the crew who know who they are, man. They know. If anyone's watching this, you know if you're in the fam. Jay and Diva as well. Big them up, man. Big up some dude, a.m.s. Lady K.
Yeah, big up to
Lady Kids.
Yeah,
this anonymous brother, man. I don't even know who he is.
Some anonymous brother, man. Some dude, man. Big him up, still. It's all good. Peace.
Hey yo, you see my team making moves, that's the God's plan. I burn tracks, live feet on top of hot sand. A deer hunter with a target where the cops stand. King of the jungle, roaring in this lost land. Rock jams are standard with the bars I write. Cold-blooded and rugged with a heart of ice. Try escaping, you won't last the night. Got a trigger in my brain twice as fast as light. You can't survive in the dark of the night time. I run the city like rats in the pipeline. Write rhymes with the blood of Einstein. If I'm stuck with no sight, then trust I'll fight blind. Swinging arms with daggers through the darkness. The system fell with spitting shells regardless. Drama life, take your soldiers for hostage. Armies of lost kids are fighting in the mosh pits. Up the dosage, you're killing with the hot spits. CC come gunning, this is what fits.
Working rather for your own rehearsing verses. Further this voice big, heard of the disturbances. Nurture this ability to spray dust. Other rappers bore me out, I'm a skull like brain transplants. Others get my respect for the fire they're bringing. Expect the set to inject higher levels of spitting. COG can bring it with the best in the business. But with that said, I won't rest till you said I'm the illest. Labeled as the most underrated, most distinctive with the vocal tone. I hold my own by facing hatred. Take the time to take my CD at the casing. Listen to the lyrical content I'm creating. DJs wanna hear about peas that you're making, the beats that you're facing. The scene needs a facelift. Dope rappers lacking support, it's degrading.
Yo. Yeah, I'm sick of seeing rappers chatting crap and get praised. Majors grabbing DJs, then bear backing for plays. It's time to put them facts back in their place. Slap when they brace. If my team don't blow, we taxing they pace. Don't reach under your hoodie like there's straps in your waist. You little neeks is out your element like graphers on bricks. You can find me in the lab, the ink splashing the page, or the back of the stage with backpack and gash getting brains. See your DVDs, you little brothers swearing it's on. You be blatant manufactured just like Blair in the run. Yo, my side's darker than Jacob. I spit 7-7 sparking the track up. Feds calling all departments for backup. I ain't Neo Soul Cuzzy, I'm the soul of Neo. Running raggle through the matrix in a stolen Clio. My crew choose moves, don't bow to feds. True fool like Malcolm said. Set to blow like 2-2s and powder kegs. Pray for the man who start me. My bloodline kings and warriors to spread across the ages like the Anunnaki. We need celebrity letters, plans deceptively measured. Build like Bilderberg, get bread with these brothers. Crowd straight won't connect with the message. Pay respect to the essence. Lost arts resurrecting the methods. My arm bleeds for these kids now, they fooling with metal. School them to settle, cause trident was a tool for the devil. Shit, I spit and make Willie Lynch turn in his grave, burn in the grave. My aura stays immersed in the 8th, 33rd to be the first to get blazed. Either that'll catch me in a FEMA camp, busting a verse from a cage. Pay attention, I'ma show you the mission. Fought it by your man at first, get your cash clean and soldier's position.
Life's a blatant test, filled with pain and stress. I don't aim to rest, knowing that the grave is next. Red letters in my post, cause they're chasing death. Shit makes me best, cause life ain't making sense. In the face of death, don't wanna waste a breath. So I'm taking steps before I escape my flesh. Got pains in my chest while I'm blazing cess. See these days I mess for use, we're raising next. I first dropped the verse on a tape cassette, a way to take my steps away from Satan's mess. I still fight the pain with amazing strength. Draw my life in the city where the danger's tense. We're stuck facing fire where the rage is sent. Yo, fuck the angels, yo, these times we're bent. Mr. Manage, yo, CC Militia, Rogue State, remember that.
Summertime, hot, sweaty like the palms of man smuggling rock. Forward sing psalms and then reach for the Glock. Sword swing fast, it's bang when it's beef on the block. It's authentic, true stories, I ain't mugging you off. Costing nothing, make my soldiers put a slug in your top. So be easy when you see me or I'm cutting you off. Touching the top, deliciously and nothing could stop. Movements made, ambitiously you sitting just watching. You can stay squawking about where you saw me. You'll get sliced, no flora, I'll just use your door key. They walking on a path, many ran before me. Guaranteed nothing. To my people mourn me, poverty haunts me, conversation tends to bore me. Calendar displays the light, so the skies are stormy. There's something in the air like they don't even know. Time stays sickening, threatening on to on the road.
Yo, check it. Get hacked to bits with the deadliest rap shit. I bury your corpse in the same place that I bury the hatchet. Incredibly lethal. My contagious sickness will turn your ends into Resident Evil. Scare the life out of you till you're the living dead. Flow so deep I go sleep on a riverbed. I bring the fire, be prepared to escape. Super lyrical in cyphers, wearing a cape. I'm the king, you're nothing, you peasant. Go back to the future after my rapping has covered the present. Listen, I was out the script, but I'm a Terminator too. I'm the T2006, poker face in the rapping game. I'm from West London. Try test, get lynched in Hanger Lane. Scare Satan when I bring those flames. Throw you through the glass, leave you aching in window pane. Coming with full force for these half-wits. I'll spit an a cappella rhyme on the beat that your heart skips. Foes aching pain, I'll make it rain. So hot could have sex with a naked flame. An MC as deep as the ocean. I'm so sick that I don't catch diseases, I throw them. Presents like this is a gift. Rattle my cage, you're gone in 60 seconds like Nicholas. I've been awake since the dawn of time. I could say more than you if I performed a mime. I'm a Skywalker bopping casually, the new Vader. Throw Death Stars across the galaxy. Punchlines connect like a boxer's fist. Spit at open mics and leave the mic with an orifice. Super lyrical, prepared for flight. MCs ain't on my level cause they're scared of heights. The Johnny Man.
As soon as I brainstorm, it's a war of lyrical paintball. I could record a perfect take while juggling a chainsaw. Verbal pepper spray. My demented brain was made in the same lab where they invented AIDS. I'll take you on a scenic tour through a secret door. Retrieve my corpse with the help of a Ouija board. I drain the noodle bowl, get drunk and lose control. Fix up with screws and bolts, pins into voodoo dolls. The Thelonious standing on the podium. I'll make the oldest monk smoke a blunt mixed with opium. We working it in a manner that scratch surfaces. I roll with cat burglars madder than axe murderers. And who the fuck thinks the gym's just a battle rapper? I crush the baddest gangster quick in a trash compactor and crack the case like a shellfish. Kill you with the same Bucky that Cobain murked himself with. I'm the 13th apostle, I'm here to preach my gospel. I'll turn a rhyme cipher into a scene from Hostel. So you should quit and join a funk band, cause I could probably count the number of rappers I rate on one hand. And every rhyme I drop is piping hot. I don't suffer from writer's block because I've learned to think outside the box. So while you stand on the side and watch, I strike while the iron's hot. I'll go platinum, still serve a rapper in a cypher spot. I've got that Grim Reaper flow in a sleeper hold. Dig a hole 6 feet below and let you decompose. Catch one in the head or get your neck hung on a peg, cause your persona is fake like Paul Robinson's leg. Yo, my face is fucked from years of raving blood. I'm racing with this crazy atheist to finish off this rap of flaky angel dust. I'm on some shit, Holmes. This rap's Freddie Flintstone. I do the mission every month and blood it's daylight when I get home. Yeah, Sonny Jim. MySpace.com/SonnyJim01. I also got my website, sonnyjim.co.uk. Got my EP out, Soul Trader EP. Go get that. Boombox Distribution, Suspect Packages. Or holler at me on the website. Peace.
Yeah, I've been putting in enough work and letting music immerse my life. Stay up and concentrate with concern to earn my stripes. You heard me right, it's worse for you with every verse I write. I left headlining acts, prang driving back, catching an early night. I'm burning mics, leaving scorch marks shaped in my silhouette. Spit sharp darts, I could feel it venison in less than a sec. Ain't impressed, disregard your big talk and your fearsome threats, cause you's about as gangster as pink leotards and pirouettes. My scripts prevail, spit better than fellas with shit for sale, with critical decibels decimating the Richter scale. You ain't built, hit softer than shots of milk chased with ginger ale, while smidges of my flow make your face go pale and your frame look frail. Spot the difference, cause got hotter writtens. It gives my competition problems trying to copy what I drop on rhythms. So put a sock in it like robbers taking hostages. Shocking hearing that you make a profit from your documents. But I'm not bitter though, co won't cater for simple folk. I take it with a pinch of salt and put it down to different strokes. You've been opposed, but I focus on them sicker flows, so I don't hit the post. I score a nyam-foes like profiteroles. I'm only bothered by my end product, long as it's napalm. Your second rate bars ain't on my radar. No time for fake snakes get inside of my thought space. I fling them to the side and do me like self-portraits. I'm always on it, no need to force a topic. Not when it's possible to get more props than you just by me talking bollocks. Puppies in bonnets when I kick these sonnets. I'm pretty sure you know I rip it raw, because you see my steez is polished. You disagree and think you're better, dude? Okay, that's just confirmed you like to burn crack and smoke its residue. I'll get your head removed like drinking numerous special brews. So go find me your cypher, let me step inside and execute. Yeah, cosign, myspace.com/cosign. Check the Sonny Jim Soul Trader EP, got a beat on there and a feature on there, and the Percy Filth Don't Take It Personal EP out in there is solid. I'm on 2 tracks. Peace.
Yeah, listen, yeah. Things about to get real rowdy, bro, yeah. Me and Syntax had kids.
Oh, look at the crowd, look at the crowd.
Stick of the dope. I'm going to attempt to freestyle. Feel a bit under pressure. Listen. Yo, I'm about to kick a free. Just to prove that off the top of the noggin, no one's as sick as me. Right now I'm on a killing spree and got most whack rappers shitting quicker than dysentery. Listen B, don't ever try and test this, cause you might end up on the ground with your neck slit. I'm on some next shit, I am the best bitch. You gotta admit that my whole style is hectic. See in the head I'm just a little bit fucked up. I've got a fetish for drinking and fucking dumb slots. I don't know why, maybe it's the way that I was raised. Maybe I'm just a crazy brain, but today I've had no luck fucking myself. That's right, I'm down on my luck, I'm down on my health. I'm just a fat fuck with man tits. You can't stand this, but Big Stick leaves you worshipping just like a praying mantis. That's right, it's deeper than Atlantis. And understand you're a woman, I'm the man, bitch. I'm not saying women are second rate, nah, but when I'm on the microphone, the whole planet celebrates. And there ain't no time for second takes. When I'm on the microphone, splow, it detonates. Let's celebrate till the end of the millennium, cause all those cliches about MCs, I'm dispelling them. I keep on sending them to hell and back. On any track, I come through with the freshest rap, sever cats, just like a sharp saber. Cause understand Big Stick's whole style is darker than Darth Vader. You are fakers, he's changing the beat, cause with freestyles there ain't nobody that's as amazing as me. Grazing you with heat, just like a lighter did. There ain't nobody that's as nice as Stid. Igniting pricks, just like a can of gasoline. While you're busy wanking over magazines with some Vaseline. That's right, now can I get a clap for me? Cause actually you have to be the baddest MC that there has ever been in the history of time. So test me, I'll hit a punch and cripple your spine. I'm delivering rhymes and it's all up of the hat. Cause under that I got hair that makes me look like a fucking twat. I couldn't give a damn, stick of the DU, MP, grip microphones and then I breeze through. I'll fucking eat you, just like finger food. Look at this friggin' dude being so friggin' rude that he's changing the beats, changing the tempo. I got the best flow. Now you better go to Tesco and buy me a 6-pack of X, bro. Alright, you're not as raw. And thug rappers, I'll rock your jaw. I'm the type to turn your body and work into a rotten corpse. Rapper mental heads, hiding weapons in their college dorm. This shit ain't horrorcore, it's fact, I'm the god of war. Find my name scrawled in the walls of asylum corridors by patients who see my face every time they stop and snore. You don't wanna, bro, my sound slip is crush scenes. Found my prick, drowning witches in my bloodstream. Drug fiend masochist, naked raps and acid trips. Hatred's the catalyst for crushing mics with hammer fists. I spend my life trying to hide from psychoanalysts. Me, my stash of tablets and a massive bag of cannabis. Charismatic castaway, surfing the shadows, I maneuver through the cracks in back passages and alleyways. Happily laughing, splashing acid in the rapper's face. Grab a blade, slash his veins, I love the way cadavers taste. Now it's the same old story. She feels alone in a cold world, just dreaming of days of fame and glory. That sounds corny, yeah, but it's her only means of escape. Since forever she remembers painting over the pain in her face. What happens in this house, stays in this house. She tells her son as she powders over the bruises across her mouth. Your dad's just going through a bit of a rough patch right now. He's 15 but still he can't sleep when she turns the lights out. At night he hears her crying out with her face in a pillow. To muffle her desperation as moonlight floods in her window. The curtains billow as wind creeps through the cracks in the frame. No mirrors in her bedroom, she just cannot handle the shame. Every day's the same pain, same scrutiny, hiding behind glasses, remembering how it used to be. Back in the day when they would talk about their feelings, make love every day and talk for hours every evening. Way before the beatings, no offense if she should leave him, but he always says he's sorry and of course she always believes him. So now she spends her nights just staring at the ceiling, till he jumbles and drunk again and she pretends she's sleeping. Kept awake by the sound of his heavy breathing. She knows he'll change one day and if not she'll keep on dreaming. I'm crazy raw, making blatant frauds take a fall. See, my name was born as a metaphor for waging war. I'll spit a phrase, slit your veins with razor talk. Fuck your bling, bitch, I'll break your jaw for your chain of thought. I'm this stranger with a touch of evil like Orson Welles. My life is a baptism of fire, see I was born in hell. Chucking mortar shells, I don't hold a 9. My rhymes alone will make you bite the bullet. Brat, then they'll blow your mind. I take the sight in both their eyes when robbing my opponents blind. And preachers have been known to quote my lines since the olden times. I'm a ghost writing poltergeist, moving units overnight. So if I need to get my point across, I'm using throwing knives. My style's tighter than shrink wrap. So if you diss this cat, you'll be asking for your skin back. I ain't the type to peel your wig, twat. I'll bombard your whole clique with ammunition from my think tank. See, I hate rappers that chat battleship but lack the reputation. Cause I'm as murderous as Satan and here's a perfect demonstration. I'm hungry, don't you ever try and test my patience. Unless you're happy facing your final destination. Cause when I quote a phrase, a load of flames rise up from an open page. And chills run up your back like when the soundtrack to Omen plays. Even in a coma state, my mind's quicker than solar rays. So step and test, I bet you're getting blown away with no remains. I'm Godzilla chucking skyscrapers at Boeing planes, only keeping you alive so I can watch your soul decay. See me poker face, ghost riding down a motorway and laughing as I stab opponents with their own shoulder blades. I flow for days and over breaks are rugged. My wordplay's so sick that I'm a danger to the public. You better run and hide the second you see me coming. Fuck nerves, you'll throw butterfly knives in your stomach, I love it. See, it's a fucking bad move to offend me. Just cause you've done a couple gigs, that don't make you an MC. Trust me son, I'm deadly, but I have to watch the pennies. So I smashed 2 cities together just to make ends meet. I was just talking about diversity earlier. And this is my attempt at double time. It's still me, you know I said earlier you can do something that's not you but be you. This is me, I'm not in the double time. But you know, it's another feather to the bow. At the end of the day, I can do it, fuck you. Listen. Yo. It's Big Stick, it's the man and the myth. Got white rappers all abandoning shit with a fat bag of vibe rap, laughing at the clown. Chat man can't tell it from the land of the pits. Stay repping with a can full of hits from Mikey stepping in the stand of the sick. Never catch a heckle and I'm heavy as an elephant and lies if you're trembling after they hit. Don't think that I'm watching you idiots. Roll deep with the hottest lyricists. I'm not even listening. Most kids bitch shit scripts and I'm sick of it. This here is the antithesis. Polar opposites, I drop ridiculous. Making money, that's not what I'm missing. Is I want money to be synonymous with the biggest hits. Keep listening, I'm bubbling hot. Everybody love it when I'm up in the spot. I don't give a fuck if you love it or not, cause I'm here to get drunk, chuck up and I'm off a couple of shots. Looking through bruise, you done put time to get who's who. Get cocky in a minute, you'll lose. I must have beat at least a million dudes, but still. Certain heads wanna hate, but they ain't say shit when he steps to the plate. Fuck making records to get left in the crate. Can't make your head bob when I flex on the brake like, oh, it ain't nothing to me. Just
Bust out rugged when I'm rushing a beat. Whether it's written or dropping the free, I can never be tethered like dogs on a leash. Now get ready for the rock bit. Like Kiss.
Every day I spend my time
drinking wine, feeling fine. If I ain't drinking wine, couple of cans of Heine, some Red Stripe, some vodka, some Jack Daniels, some weed, anything to get me out of my face. Whatever it takes to not have to listen to your whiny shit. It's fun in my world. Should take a trip someday. Brilliant. Listen to the guitar. I don't care if you're hating, that's fucking sick, mate. You can eat a dick. Bluefoot killed it. Listen. Who's that moving with a bar from the crew? Drug stagger with a bad attitude who thinks he can rap but ain't actually true because he just fucks up after asking him to. Scandalous dude who just stands swaggering, hammering shots while the boss staff laugh at him. Looking to him for the liver that he's damaging, cracking, slavering, arrogant, fooling. As for his crew, they're all weirdos, sticking their stars when he steps to a live show. Not big, just big zeros. How can you blow when you're signing a gyro? But wino, dressed like a hobo. Why wanna also shut up and go home? Chatting shit how he's blessed with a dope flow. He ain't even so homie, you don't know. That's true, but you think that I care? Think that I'm bothered that you front with a glare? Why are you concerned with the clothes that I wear with your fake glass shoes that you got from the fair? It's all good, go ahead and judge me. I ain't got time to be watching a fuckery. Don't claim that I'm the best in the country, but most of you wanna be thugs can't touch me. Too hungry, been grinding for years. Too much to lose, fuck hiding for fizz. Don't want money, just pop some appears, and if not, then I'll settle for a couple of beers. Cheers, I'm here just enjoying the ride. Just enjoying the mic with my boys on the side. Choice don't make a bit of noise on the rhyme, so fuck what I said, I'm the sickest alive. But I got all sorts, I don't mind.
Double Anti album, get that. Yeah, www.myspace.com/chosenlogic/New World Order 3000/low-key UK, yeah? And add us, yeah? Thank you very much, New World Order. Stay positive. Boom. Logical, New World Order, yeah? Stay positive. Hold tight, low key. Everyone in UK doing this thing fully, yeah? Make sure what you're saying makes sense and it's relevant, yeah? Listen. You see, I only say the truth when I spit. I ain't invincible, but no one ain't doing me shit. Cause the principle, my spiritual, it can't be hit. You got my physical, just like Deezy. I believe in miracles. T Blair's gone, now Gordon Brown, he's up. New model, burn anyone who wants to lead us. But we just point a hand at the face that they show to us. The truth behind the lies needs to open up. Focus, blood, we live hopeless. Raised around overpriced shops and crack smokers. Drugs on prescriptions, fed stop and hold us. Pretending that we fit a fake description. Fam, I don't just hate this system, I'm a victim. Yeah, I'm British, but I ain't rapping for Britain. I ain't supporting a society based on capitalism. When men marry, start slapping their women. We have kids and then complain about what's happening with them. Listen, Martin Luther had a dream, Mahatma Gandhi had the same dream. Malcolm X and QEP, they had the same dream too. Imagine what they say if they could see you buying into life, supporting evil. Martin Luther had a dream, Mahatma Gandhi had the same dream. Hey, you know what I'm saying? New World Order, stay positive. Listen. You see, cause money is a major issue, it's official. It can make people love you now, but will they miss you? Poor people crave it, it's always an issue. Rich people save it and use it as tissues. Most people misuse money, they're buying jewels and clothes. Lost in today, tomorrow, yeah, they're back to broke. People can't cope without money. It's even sadder that to most people you're nothing without money. Imagine life without money. Take it back to bartering. Everyone farms, it ain't called gardening. We're living off the resources God gave. Society's made it so the upper class have all got slaves. 9-to-5 robots. Some take their clothes off, some use a net bag, and some use their mouth to hold rocks. Millionaires control our blocks, they make it. The new £20 note has got the Star of David. Anything they know that we like, they Freemason. Meaning that they give it a price, we gotta pay for it. First we gotta save for it. Some people work just to rave with it. Starving kids in Africa are craving it.
Give a bit and you can save a kid. Give a bit more, they could have water where they live. Fam, we're not poor in relation to the current world state. Fuck the Queen too, yeah. And fuck Adam Smith's face. We're all in this witch chase, fam. We all chase the witch, I'm guilty too. But I hate the people that are making it, printing it and changing it to stop people duplicating it. They put a special face in it, so you can't forge it. Some people lie for it, hurt people die for it. Some get mad, some cry for it, over try for it, kill for it, hustle anything, steal for it, levels. Bottom line, money is the devil, yeah? Logical, new world order, stay positive. Gabalanzi album.
Slaying savage your raps. Prey on average cats, embarrass and damage your tracks. Kill your character stats without packing the gas. The fact that the rapping lacks got me snapping their backs. I relax in the flats and watch the crack epidemic. New jacks get beheaded, move back with lead embedded. Get your whole rep shredded. The big man was said it. Big plans and forget it, cause your whole fam's pathetic. And if you step up, then we bound to throw blows. Your face taste the cold road, waist braids and choke clothes. Folks say you're so with your basic slow flow. I lace the promo, yo, in case you don't know. For the strength of my words and wait for sense to occur. Your offense is a blur, forget threats and call me sir. I was sent to this dirt to test men's for their worth. Blow up the nuclears and leave my dents in the earth. It's Sin Army, never the fraud, settle the score. It's Sin Army, cancel your tour, these mans are raw. It's Sin Army, ready for war, bury your cause, yeah. S-I-N Army, it's Sin Army, coming in and slapping your man. It's Sin Army, we're heavy when attacking the clan. It's Sin Army, we terrorize and jackal your fam. S-I-N Army, yo, I'm hot on the blocks, bringing pain like a sadist. A rapist on the rhythm with designs for your playlist. I'll blaze hits, wash brains like MK Ultra. Blaze fake vultures like mind states and tape over. I'll leave your days colder, fuck the ice age. Take shots from my precise aim and feel the rhyme spray. I suffer migraines because of whack characters. Facts I smack tracks while attacking rap amateurs. My facts damage you and break you apart. I come back to haunt you bitches like the rape in your past. See, I'm great with the bars. Tackle me, you're getting blatantly scarred. Face the facade, your shit, it ain't straight from the heart. Depraved in the dark or crave for my art. My whole crew will see you finish, so we're waiting to start. Embracing the dark side, the bright side is non-existent. I'm persistent in eradicating your resistance. It's Sin Army, never the fraud, settle the score. It's Sin Army, cancel your tour, these mans are raw. It's Sin Army, ready for war, bury your cause, yeah. S-I-N Army, it's Sin Army, coming in and slapping your man. It's Sin Army, we're heavy when attacking the clan. It's Sin Army, we terrorize and jackal your fam. S-I-N Army, when I spit in these darts, I leave you sitting with scars. I got sickening bars, tell you to quit in advance. My spars like the split, sit and listen to Nas. It's still mad, it real graphic when I split them in half. I got a twisted past, who's in charge of being violent. Belong in the asylum, somewhere on the island. Here comes the sirens, just set by the tyrants. Unless you roll with sin, hold it in and stay silent. I'm from a long line of Vikings that thrive on war. By the law, mine is raw, what you rhyming for? I'm a rap minotaur that will create hyperstorms. So much so Jupiter's eye open when I was born. Your life is torn, denying my skills will leave you paralyzed. My tongue's a fork, so in the battle I just stab a guy. Don't need an alibi, I call upon my alter ego. My split personality just went and bought the Revo.
This is Sin Army, inside strength in numbers, yeah, that's the ultimate sin.
It's Sin Army, never the fraud, settle the score. It's Sin Army, cancel your tour, these mans are raw. It's Sin Army, ready for war, bury your cause, yeah. S-I-N Army, it's Sin Army, coming in and slapping your man. It's Sin Army, we're heavy when attacking the clan. It's Sin Army, we terrorize and jackal your fam. S-I-N Army.
Fuck the props. He knows how dope he is. Backed up by Louis Slippers. Make some noise for Chester P!
Yeah. And you know, oh yes, that one's nice. And they caught me riding dirty. The boy them. If you don't like police, put 2 fingers in the air. I don't like police. They're trying to lock me up and throw away the key. We don't want that, do we? They can't keep a good man down. Know that, innit? I'd like to say happy birthday to Simo before I forget. Simo! I'd like to big up Rare Kind, without a doubt. Especially Daz. And his lovely lady, what a beautiful couple they make, Bex. I got DJ Louis Slippers up here. Please make some noise for the man. The 10-pound bag man himself. Tonight we're in audio. Oh, bounce. Oh, bounce. MFTTC. Yeah. Big up Farmer Giles, Remus. I dropped like an anchor, heartfelt delivery. Came in the house, yeah, call me Kid Sicily. Through the doors like a hellhole summer. Walk in the place like a suicide bomber. Do or die slang, blow holes in your cover, man. It's the judder man, but far more gutter. Splutter when I flush, get spit by the illest. Bag of weed killers, anti-Willis. Hand tie screaming out hard on beginners. Chest to chest running with farmer shit. It's the back range, yeah, fuck Bojangles. Speak the wrong words and you get chilled and low. Take your rings off before you throw hand signs. My lifestyle's like a field full of landmines. Still pull tricks out the hat, leave tracks smack. Move like a rat kick, move like a rat pack of rap shit. Racking with James Bond gadgets. Crucifying slim little girls doing magic. Move on the mic and I'm here in audio. I represent Task Force here to Borneo. When I got the mic, I like to keep it high. Throw your hands up, reach out for the sky. All the guys in the front, all the girls too. Big some noise up, let me say peace too. Everybody in the place tonight, sing MFTC. Everybody after 3, will you all follow me and sing? Yeah, you must sing the words, cause I know you know, so sing. Show me some love or show love right back, cause this is the B-side. You can buy this off us tonight for £5. Yeah? Chest monsters, wild as Charles Bronson. Fresh from the valleys of death and half conscious. Fire in the bellies of sin. War minds of a maniac. Raps with the poison of zinc. And I'm looking at this rap things change. They wanna rap gangster. Never even see cocaine. Let Scarface into your mind, you're not fogging. Real ain't hard to define, you're not fogging. Listen up, cousin, it's me. Big C-H-E, double S-M-O-N-S-T. E-R, we are just about to be in the presence of the finest from 93. And yo, wanna fill my socks with propaganda? In the chip shop where I clock salamander. Slack fake rappers in Turner's indication. Step to the stage and I burn your invitation. New cats look at my perm. Been around for a while, I ain't never see a crook with a perm. Me and weed like a book and a worm. Close to the curb, spit fire then I look at you burn and gone. Rap Manson, watching the protocol. That's me, them bars hit Gorilla Man. I was real when Be Real could kill a man. Bringing multiple cutthroats in kilograms. Rap genie, see me then I disappear. Sicker than a real with the missing ears. Fed your girl them ease. I'm surrounded by landmines for real blood. You don't wanna step to me, just listen to mine. C-H-E, double S-M-O-N-S-T-E-R. We are just about to be in the presence of the finest from 93. In the songs as wild as young Billy. Me, I smoke pipes and idols, fuck sillies and backwards. Dirty white face in a black hood. Rough gritty, I was raised where they snatch goods. I remember the punks with Mohicans, sniffing up the glue on the block the whole evening. Suddenly the roughnecks came to start eating. I was in the square with bars, my heart beating this rap thing. Took the biggest part of me then. Partially a part of me has been a part of my pen. After me, half of them have started barking again. Hard to start a trend and say it's hard to defend. Please, shoot some breeze. CHE-S-S-M-O-N-S-T-E-R. We are just about to be in the presence of the finest from 93. And yeah. Yeah. That ain't really good enough, man. Are you in the building tonight? You know what? I know it's all about beer and rap, but I love water and folk music. I do. I listen to John Bias and drink water. I love water and folk music. I love rap. I've never really been into beer. I got a belly. I ate 2 main courses in Wagamamas. I'm chest monster. I'm a greedy bastard. What I do? All the young ladies in here. All the young ladies. After 3, scream out loud for me. 1, 2, 3. Gentlemen, or not so gentlemen, after 3 make some noise please. 1, 2, 3. I tell you, wait. That's, for me, that's the biggest downfall of hip hop. There just ain't enough flows out there, man. As they say in American Pie, this is a wiener fest. Anyway, how many of you know DJ Vadim? We're going to go back into some old Task Force stuff, and then I'm going to come back with some newer Chester P stuff. You know this song? So do the dance with your arms, yeah? You ready how it goes like this? I'll show you. It's simple, you know that one. So it goes... Let me see all your hands, man. Don't be shy. Come on, you look silly if you don't do it. Or I look silly if you don't do it. That's nice. Ain't that lovely, huh? Lovely. Alright then. Stop the blood, this song's off limits. Like I'm infinite, call me anti-Christ. Hold back like who swing the lightsaber. Speak the sacrifice, like my hard labor. Mythology, lost in these elements. Dr. Hackett was treated like Captain Blood. Entry level, I don't know, Jedi Council. Rebel outfit, challenge any mortal boss. It's the American choice, force with the force of life. Serpent traits of truth, break your mind. I write rhymes like CD plays keys. Every word that you hear is a little part of me, yeah? Bless the feet like a child that is christened. Face sonic like Arthur. Trojan horse all rolling in the early morn. Take the fake out of venom's up in your sector. I'll give you something to feel in the club. You give me something to feel when your mind goes numb. Let me hear you all sing. You say P, Chester, P. Chester, P. When I say DJ, you say Slippers, DJ, DJ.
So we're outside Beer and Rap, Audio, Brighton, the Chester P, and the Slippers.
1, 2, 1, 2. Listen. I turn the day into a night's ghost. When I travel around the world, unraveling the time zones. I'm hard to catch like the shadow of a cyclone. Sitting on the cloud, watching life like a slideshow.
How's it go tonight? What was your favourite track?
Well, they like graft the bus up here more than anything else. And that's one of our older tracks, but that's why they like it so much, because they know it, they're familiar with it.
Of course.
Whenever you're doing new stuff what people ain't familiar with, you have to make them familiar with it before you know, before they can sing along with you, basically. Except for the catchy hooks we put in our chorus lines because we're clever like that. But for me, it was a great night actually. It went much better than I was expecting.
Yeah, you're really bumping from the ashes.
Yeah.
Of course.
I don't know whether they're going to want us back though. You know, people destroyed the stage and shit, and I think that's generally the bouncers like. They don't really like that vibe.
Well,
it looked good, I know. I was worrying he was in there like trying to film it. They were bumping him around, but you know, it'll look good on the film footage. So.
We're getting too excited.
What have you been up to recently?
We haven't been abroad this year.
We've kind of had our heads down a lot. We've been working on this album.
Really.
You know, it's taken a lot of work to get it all finished. So we're kind of ready now to take it on the road and do it.
Yeah, I mean next year will be a big year for touring again. But I mean, us as a group, as Task Force, not just on our own, me and him, but as Task Force with my brother Farmer G, we've been touring for the past 10 years, as long as 7, 8 years or what have you, know what I mean? We've been everywhere. We've been Australia, Czech, Norway, Slovakia.
What's the response there? What's out there? How's they know? Yeah?
They love us.
They love us. Some of the others, they like buy the album straight off you.
But some places don't buy it because it's so poor. Like places like Czech Republic and stuff, they ain't really got money to buy it.
It's crazy. Where's the venue? What's venues like?
Outdoors, hip hop camp. It's like a Glastonbury, but for hip hop. We've done a couple of clubs in like blocks of flats and stuff. It's poor out there, you know.
When you circulate in London again, when you're coming back to London circuit?
From here inwards. As the album comes out, promoters will start getting demands for us to be, back on the road, and then that's when we will get back on the road. For us, it's important to just have an energy and make sure everybody gets involved, no matter how drunk or no matter how out of it they seem. It's just like an energy thing.
But you don't with me tonight. Because I'm easy if you're not, I'll just go home early. Now, but for real, are you not with me tonight? So what I'm going to do, what I'm going to do, when I say rare, you say kind, And you wake up a little, let's hear, I want to shake these rules a little. They don't do hip-hop in here, let's make them know what hip-hop's like in the church group. When I say rare, you say kind. Rare. Rare. When I say beer, you say rap. Beer. Beer.
We haven't got an agent at the moment, so we kind of, once we hook that back up, hopefully we will be back international. International's always the best.
Yeah, it is, because they're starved of it. In London, the shows are grumpy because everybody's your competition, according to them.
Yeah.
According to me, everybody's just my brother or sister.
I'd like to congratulate Steve. One more. When I say stick, you say the chap. Stick. The chap. Stick. The chap. Because he took it over to them and he dealt with it and it's big. Like he said, they thought his name was London. But he dealt with it. That's big.
When you come out of London and you go places where people don't see you often, they kind of appreciate you more. Because to them it's like it's something special that you're taking your time out to travel so far, and when you go abroad it's even more the case.
London's a spoiled because London has the cream of all music passing through. Everyone just kind of stands there and waits to be, performed to be entertained.
And everyone is a DJ or a rapper or a producer, and therefore they stand there and they're like, I'm better than him. That's just the way it is. But that's the standard procedures. It's like any business. It's competitive. Do you know what I mean?
I know, I like to stick a middle finger up to everybody in the music business.
When was the last beer and rap you went to for this one?
We did the thing at the Concord, didn't it?
That beer and rap? Yeah, the last thing we done.
We sold out the Concord.
Sold out 800 people.
So it was just as live as this? Or was this a different?
More, man. It was totally packed from the front to the back. There was no space. They were turning people away. They turned away about 200 people.
If you can imagine people going like that, but 900 of them, that's how the Concord.
Please support your neighborhood criminal. They're trying to lock me away. I need bail money. I need bail money, I'm not even joking, man. I'm all bruised up in the cuffs. They have me all over Carnival, lock me in a cell for 19 hours. What a motherfucker. Fuck the police. That's for you guys. That's for them guys. Yeah? Anyway,
but at the moment, From the Ashes is doing
This
really
is just
well.
what I'm doing. Well, yeah, I mean, the 12 is doing, in the times we're in right now, music's not selling great. Not for anybody, do you know what I mean? Because of LimeWire and stuff and all the digital...
You're getting support from local independents.
We are local independent.
From like stores like, you know...
As best you can, but there's not many. There's not many, they're all shutting down.
Everyone's here.
It's hard to sell records.
The record
Do
industry
you
is
get any
dying out.
like support from like radio? Like radio stations?
Yeah, plenty. All the hip hop DJs support us without a shadow of a doubt. And then we have somebody who does radio for us. But you know, they're the sort of things. It's easy for us to reach out. We know all the DJs. We've been doing this for a very long time, and we grew up with the DJs who are now the big DJs on radio. So we're quite lucky in that sense, you know, because we built ourselves a little bridge, as it were, a platform. So we're quite renowned. So when someone as renowned as us comes up to do a project, it gets a lot of love. Like I was saying in there, when my mum and dad used to go out, they were into hippie music, and then hippie music died and got weird and less hippie-ish, and then they got into punk music. And now punk rocker music was aggressive, and to me it was purely British and it was aggressive, and they loved it, and they used to go out clubbing and come back bruised, and it was from dancing, and I used to be like, Mum, Dad, what happened to you? And they're like, oh, we were dancing. I was like, and that's where that comes from. So I've made a little melting pot of punk, hip hop, folk, 60s hippie kind of stuff, and a lot of drugs in my brain running around. And just that's how it happens, man. I like to make people move.
That's the thing for us. It's all about when we perform. It's all about the energy that comes back off the crowd. You know, there's so many. You see so many shows these days that are just totally stake. And like basically, if people ain't bumping around and don't go home with their trainers all stomped on, basically we haven't really done our job right. You know.
Hey, listen. When I was a young one, my mum and dad raised me on vegetarian food, good music, and punk rock. I raised myself on good marijuana and hip hop. Now, a combination of the two created a thing called the March of the Beatles. Now, however rowdy you just got, I need to make you multiply that by 5. And don't just pull this shit, jump around. Do you understand what a mosh pit is? I need to see a mosh pit. Yes, wait. I'm not even sure I'm going to rap on this beat. I'm just going to play the beat. But when the beat drops, when that beat drops, I want to see rowdy time. Anyone who don't want to get involved in the mosh pit, go that way. Anyone who wants to be involved, come this way. All I'm saying, anybody starts fighting, I go home straight away.
Familiar tunes and stuff as well, and people like
you have to have stuff in there that people know.
I think you know what, that's half of why people come to our shows, because they like stomping around, and a lot of the time the hip hop thing's quite sort of, people like to keep
reserved.
It's pretty held down, you know, people don't wild out, and it's the nice thing about this is it's all totally in the name of love. People batter each other, and then at the end they will
You'll never see them fight. That's for me, the whole point of doing what we do there is so afterwards I can explain, you all jumped on each other, stood on each other's trainers, pulled each other's coats, but no one had a fight. If we could have that much respect for each other in our everyday lives walking down the street, there'd be a lot less trouble in the world. And that's real to me, do you know what I mean? If somebody bumps into my shoulder walking down the street, I've got two choices, get egotistic or just realise it's just a bump on the shoulder. And that's what I'm trying to show people in there. If someone started fighting there, I'll go home. You know what I mean? I'll go home, man. So as much as it's a ruckus in the name of God and the spirit of whatever you believe in, you know? It's just a good time ruckus.
Cool, I think people know that from your vibe.
You can tell.
Because you can, because people feed on
But you know, sometimes it backfires and people go mad and start fighting, you know what I mean?
Tonight it nearly went wrong, man. The bouncers looked a bit scared when the stage started falling down. fire in the dance last time in Brighton. Someone was lighting
setting shit on fire. Yeah, well, you know, we've seen it all really.
I remember Camden Lock 2004, but they weren't you. I remember that, but they weren't you. Remember you being on
it looked like me. Here's my twin, my evil twin. Nah, I mean, sometimes things go a bit funny, man.
You can go a bit wrong.
You know, because I have got an ego and sometimes I'm aggressive.
Oh, what's the worst thing that's happened?
Bottles smashing on my head, all sorts.
What, A&E?
Nah, I've got a hard head. It begins and they're all reserved and they're all kind of like humbling off, and then you hit them with a couple of the big ones they know, what are quite like jumpy tracks, and they go mad. They go mad, and that's for me.
If it hasn't,
that's what keeps me in music. Seeing shit like that.
When that doesn't happen in the night, we basically we failed.
Yeah.
We go home with
that's our job to make that happen. If that don't happen, I go home thinking, boy, that weren't good, man. I might retire. I mean, but then you do the next show and you realise, nah, it ain't time to retire yet. We've got a lot of love, you know, and that's what keeps me going, because we ain't got a lot of money, but we got a lot of love, and love is so much more important than money. Even though money pays the rent and puts food in our bellies and tables and stuff, you know, but love to me is the initial thing, and they know that, I know they know that, and that's what makes it work, you know what I mean?
Okay, so one last thing as we wrap this up. I know you're waiting to get off, you got to jet back to London.
Yeah, it's all the way back to the smoke.
But what is one thing that you would say to, like, you know, your biggest fan, for example, or someone aspiring to follow in your footsteps, or, you know, a bit of advice, a golden classic?
Don't download our shit for free. If you download my stuff, I'll be looking for you. Nah, I mean, seriously, the best advice if you're trying to come up in the game is don't let people knock you. You know what I mean? Don't let no one knock your confidence. Be real to yourself always, and be integral to yourself. And remember that the one thing we have got that God gave us, other than a fingerprint, is our individuality. It's your soul, it's your spirit. If you copy someone else, you ain't doing nothing constructive in this world. You know what I mean? Be yourself. Teach somebody something new that only you know. And that's simple, you know what I mean? And that's what music is always meant to be about. That's why music is the most powerful source in the world. That's why musicians are often assassinated when they start speaking about certain things too loudly.
I'm a man who believes in the astrological star signs. Watch it, yeah? Alright, listen. Simmer down. Here this is my last bit before I'm gone. I slap a pawn, I was born on the crack of dawn. Run up in your house, snap your horns like a Capricorn. In a bed of lies, truth it will never die. Me and truth are twins, yeah, you can call us Gemini. And in your zodiacs, fucking with the star signs, twisting interplanetary visions of a past life. All my visions must have ended with the secretary. God will listen when I sacrifice the head of Aries. I'm a leader in the streets where I torture people. Keep the balance with this weed, you can call me Libra. I ain't gonna finish it.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Safe journey home.
You too.
What motivates you to get involved in UK hip-hop?
Hip-hop in general, I got into at a very early age in Belfast City. Belfast City Breakers. It was just something that seemed really appealing across both divides of the political struggle, which at that time in my life didn't really seem to be relating to me too hot. I like the energy. It seemed like a positive activity, and I got genuine enjoyment out of it. You know? Coming to London, I wanted to get involved with the hip hop here as a fan, because I was a massive fan of watching all the b-boys and the DJs and MCs and just geeking out on the whole thing, you know. The more I got involved with it, the more disillusioned I got with the whole scene. Attitudes of artists, attitudes of promoters, how things is promoted. There was definitely something I don't know if the spirit was really as warm and honest as what I'd been used to growing up in Ireland, or what I've even experienced in other parts of Europe. Then time was coming with trying to release records and get shows, and finding it difficult. So out of frustration and with a lot of being very well networked amongst artists, all feeling the same frustration, we decided to start the platform Speaker's Corner. And instead of going up for the whole hype, because we don't really know how to approach all of that, we just know that the underground aspect of running a sound, and running a dance, and doing what we do, you know, showcasing what it is.
So yeah. I know Snuff was telling you about Speaker's Corner before you came out here.
Hell yeah, hell yeah.
Did you expect
to be honest, this is the craziest crowd we've seen. I'll be honest with you. A lot of dudes were sitting there ice grilling when we were performing, to be honest. This is love right here. This is like New York right here.
I'm saying this is the real shit, man. Speaker's Corner, give it up,
man. Don't hate the rain. Don't eat any potato chips.
So as far as what I said about Spirit seeming a little bit dead in the scene before, I don't want to say take anything away from like other promoters who've been doing things. And there was a lot of clubs that I would go to when I would arrived here, like Scratch at the Crossbar and Scala and Hop at the end, and Kung Fu when it started, even at WKD, and then on to Underworld. Apricot Jam that John Z D used to do with the live band was actually a bit of an inspiration for bringing live elements into Speaker's Corner. Woodlands as well was always a great energy because it pushed so much emphasis onto the UK, and I always had a strong belief that, you know, there's enough here to focus on without having to be bringing over underground artists from the States or big artists and letting the scene here suffer as a consequence, because it does suffer as a consequence when we don't promote it. It needs to be pushed. It does need a lot more recognition, especially from people who claim to be promoting and supporting the culture, because one thing about the culture that everyone needs to remember is that hip-hop is a localized activity, you know, it's not an imported commodity, you know. To a massive extent, Speaker's Corner has been a movement for cultural growth. It is a hub for development. You know, it's a platform for people to come and develop, showcase as people, very established artists, very talented and well-rounded individuals that will get up on stage and just rock the mic. And as well, you got people that are terrible friggin' mic control and murmuring their lyrics, you know, but they'll learn, you know, watch and learn. So we created a platform. It was a great platform. Something really very positive came out of that. We only had to lock that down, unfortunately, because various reasons, you know, smoking ban coming in, people just want to stay outside and cypher, so it becomes more of a social occasion. People just want to come and rap to each other and not really pay much attention to the artists, which is difficult when you got people coming down from Luton and Reading and Liverpool and Birmingham and so on, and they're doing it for their love and they're not really getting the crowd reaction, you know. As well, the main defining factor that stops the event was Lambeth Police had a conversation with John, the venue, pretty much saying if we did not introduce a membership scheme, then we could not continue our event. Our event would actually be blacklisted in Lambeth Borough because they wanted to have access to our database, because they were saying we were having a bit too many, they were getting called out there too often, which in my eyes was not the case, you know. It's darker elements in Speaker's Corner. We're a very positive entity. I don't want to sound paranoid, but we were a platform for free speech, and it was a very politicized event. We have actually protested against deaths in police custody at Lambeth Police Station. We campaigned to close down Stoke Newton Police Station, police custody. We campaigned against the arms trade, the G8 summit, various things, so we did get a bit of attention from the police. So we decided just to lock that on the head for a little bit, and we we went on a little covert operation with Logic and a lot of the boys, a lot of the local hits at Brixton, Craftsmen and so on, to run a night called People's Army. People's Army is the same movement. Speaker's Corner, People's Army, EO Dub. It doesn't matter what flag we're waving. What it is that we're all together, just pushing hip hop and being involved in a culture that is something that we all relate to. And there's very dynamics to it. There's a lot of dynamic to it. One is the art form itself, the wordplay, the structure, all the geeky element of it. And the other side is the poetry, the message, the opinion, the communication, all the more deeper, spiritually related aspects of the conscious. But never escaping from the fun element of things as well, you know. So it is a social event and a positive activity at the end of the day. Yeah, well, end of the week was just something that I've seen from before. I went over to New York, seen it online, I know about Alan Solomon and so on, who have been involved in jump off street battles and so on. And I see the end of the week name, you know. I know it's been something that's been ongoing for a long time. And they've actually been going longer than Lyricist Lounge, I believe, in New York. It's 8 years to the day. It's September 2008 right now. When I went to New York, I got the chance to play there. And I knew that they did a showcase at Deal Reel one time when I was doing some things with Deal Reel in their in-stores, and I thought it was a nice format. And I know that they tried something again here, but they didn't really have the local promotional or the team to really run an event. So when I went there and I got the chance to play there, and I seen the energy, and I really loved the energy with the New York heads. I thought that they were really decent people. There's a lot of heart there. It's very authentic, and they're doing it for the right reasons. So I felt a real affiliation with that and what we do with Speaker's Corner. So I was very happy just to say, would you like us to host your UK heats? Because I can see it's an international link, you know. International links is good. One of my main reasons for doing that as well was I have so much belief in the UK that I know that when they see the footage of what we got, they're going to be alright, especially in Europe and so on, you know. So it's an international platform, the EO Dub Challenge, that we have been running it. We've had some excellent talent up in the heats, and I'm quite proud to have been facilitating that. You know, I think it's going to continue to grow. We did our first season at Speaker's Corner, 4 heats. Stigger won the final. Went to New York, won the international final. Now we're holding the international title. We're running our UK final this month. We've got representatives from EO Dub in New York. We've got Diabolic and Mortal Technique, Joel Ortiz, DJ Kid Capri coming through. I know we're going to have a cypher on stage, and I'm expecting a full turnout from the family in the UK here. And that's just going to be a sick show. We're going to be hosting the international final, and we're going to have champions from South America, USA, Germany, Spain, France here. I believe they're doing some 4 heats in New Zealand, and they're going to be sending over a champion as well. And we haven't really even got started yet, you know. This is something that we've been doing off our own backs, individually, communicating on Skype and all this kind of thing, you know. It's very grassroots. We know that we're putting in plans right now, proposals to get funding and sponsorship and so on. We're really believing that we're going to take this into another realm to promote the art form of rap and the hip-hop artist, and not just any one particular hip-hop artist or any elements of nepotism. It's about providing a level for artists to go up on, things they aspire to, things to take note of. You know, if you look at the challenge and see why and what it is that people are being judged on, you know, and if you're an MC or a lyricist who's trying to develop their craft, then you can notice things like a good track is something you need. You know, projection is important, clarity is important, flow and complexity with your lyrics are things to be admired. All these things are things to think about as well, and it's good to think out of the box as well. Be original and be creative. You know, because we don't all want to be to see clones all night. You know, it's important to remember that hip hop, if it's something that can be labelled as hip hop, then it's probably not necessarily hip hop. If everything you do is stylized as something that is, you know, easily marketable and put in the hip hop box, or if what you do is just the typical like rap, then it's not necessarily hip hop, because hip hop is a much broader concept of music. It comes from an amalgamation of all music and all culture. The same way a punk that dresses up like a punk isn't necessarily a punk. You know, it's a trend, it's a fashion, it's a box.
We started at the end of the week shit, you're a pioneer.
Yeah.
Tell them how that shit started, man.
We started this downtown Manhattan in about 2001 or 2002.
Okay.
We started it in the back of a diner. In the back of a diner, people outside didn't even know what was going on. It was curtains. Pay $3, bring your own blunts, bring your own beers. We had no liquor license. And Immortal Technique was coming through before he blew up. Saigon coming through. Mad people. And then it just kept blowing up, getting bigger and bigger every week. And now look at this over here. So make some noise for hip hop the way it's going.
Yo, man, so you've been up and down the UK, you did the sights and shit. What do you think, man?
Oh man, we went to Birmingham, we went to Brixton.
Yeah, Brixton. You're in Brixton right now, man.
And Brighton.
Yo, Brixton, make some noise if you're in the building, man.
Yeah. Brighton's popping.
So what we gonna do tonight, man? We got some MCs on some of your beats, right?
Yeah, I brought some exclusives and I brought some stats, because I don't think everyone knows what I did, you know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna pull out the
just tell them what you did, man, a little bit. I mean, this guy's worked with my big people out there, man.
I mean, you know, Lloyd Banks, Fat Joe, 50 Cent, Mariah Carey. What? You know, but right now we're doing, I'm underground though, that's the crazy thing. Like, Immortal Technique, Saigon, you know, Raekwon, Ghostface, all that, Northern, Red.
Guys work with everyone,
you know, underground's where my heart is, but I still gotta pay the bills and I'm still trying to prove something. So of course I'm gonna go for the gusto. But I'm hip hop. You gonna see that, baby.
Yo, hip hop never dies, man. Brixton, show some love for Scram Jones, please. So we're gonna ask you to get around and get some beats. We'll pull out some MCs, MCs, like I said, you have to come and get yourself around here. People like Sunny Jim and Cosign, the IRS, my boys, Chain of Command, Styler and Mr. Drastic if they're here yet, M9, Triple Darkness, Logic, Manic. Oh yo, Snuff, is Black Cypher here yet? Black Cypher were meant to come here because he was meant to be bringing his kids. He's got 2 kids who rap, but apparently he can't get a babysitter, so we'll try to hook that up for another time, man. Yo, is Cashmere here yet? Cashmere's on his way, you're gonna catch that a little later, man. Also, we've got the end of the week contest as well, you know what I mean? The MC challenge, man. So, yo, Scrap, if you wanna get behind it, we get these MCs up here. First heads I'm seeing is, I'll start this shit off. Triple Darkness, come and start this off with me, you know what I mean? Hold on.
Likes and dislikes about the industry. It's a difficult one to think about, because all I concentrate on is being constructive, you know, and proactive. And a lot of the people that I work with, I feel that are on the same tip. Sometimes I get a little bit frustrated with people who get frustrated before me, you know, because I know you need to be very patient and you have to persevere, and you got to be prepared to take a punishment and a beating. You know, if you want to get anywhere, especially when you're doing something with no budget, you know. I mean, if you come in really from nothing, it makes life difficult, and you have to be very, very tolerant and very patient, and let your ego take a bit of a back seat in order to get to where you need to get to, you know. Because people will show their true colours to you, you know. So you'll find the right people to work with and to develop with, you know. And I've learned from experience, the longer you stick at it, you'll meet more and more people that are proactive and constructive to build with. And the more you prove yourself, I believe, to be doing something honest and constructive, then the more people will want to work with you. Because it's easy to moan, you know, because a lot of people have got grievances, and sometimes I even think paranoias about how things are set up and run, and it's all just out to suit like this clique or that clique. I don't really think it's necessarily like that, you know. Like some people will say, like, why is that DJ not playing my track? Why am I not getting reviewed, you know? But then you say, have you actually like even hit that DJ up with a track? Have you sent that magazine a press release, you know? And a lot of the times the answer would be like, no, how do I do that, you know? I mean, I think that advice for artists should be more readily available and accessible, and probably it would be good if it was a little bit more in common knowledge as well, because it doesn't seem to be completely common knowledge about how to get stuff out there. I know a lot of radio DJs and magazines, they just go straight to publicists and only work with publicists, so if the publicist will send them a track or something, then they're going to get it that way. If you're just an artist, then the chances are they will listen to your product, but unless it's really, really striking, they might not really support it unless someone's really pushing it into them, you know. And it's hard to do that as an artist. You need to get yourself a publicist. I think at the end of the day, you got to remember, whatever it is that you're doing artistically, it's your art. It's recreational, you know. It's kind of for pleasure. And if you believe that you have a message, then it's a message, and that you need the platform to get your message out to, you know. But personally, if you're making music because you want to be famous or you want to make money, then I'm not going to give you any advice to help you do that, you know. I hope you don't succeed, you know, because you'll just throw yourself into the arms of Satan, you know. So remember the essence of what it is that you're doing is a passion. If you want to make money, make your living, even rather than money. The same way as everybody else, you know. Work your day job, find a career, and follow your career path. You know, music and hip hop isn't a career. Hip hop is definitely not a career path. It's a culture and an art form. So anyone who's getting into it, know the reasons that you're getting into it is to get involved in a shared activity with people, you know, that you're going to feed off from, you know. And you probably bitch about your peers up until a point when you realise that you appreciate your peers, you know. Yeah, that's all I can say. Just remember the essence, you know. Yeah, so anyone looking for the real hip-hop, Speaker's Corner, just keep your eyes, ears open. I can't say specifically right now where the next venue's going to be, so really, if I do my job right, you should know when I know. So keep your eyes open. Speaker's Corner, end of the week. Check out the MySpace /Speaker's Corner /endoftheweek.com. That's week as in opposite of strong. Check out the international website. That's eodub.com, eodub.com. Check all the individual national profiles, look at the footage, and enjoy.
I'm so bitter, we're so bitter, they're so bitter that we're no critter. Say I'm so bitter, we're so bitter, cause they're so bitter that we're no critter. Yo, sick and sadistic, bitter and twisted, firing, spitting melon sticks. Mixing my liquid, sinking my drinks, quick flows, don't quit like a slit wrist. If you're pissed off with the world, upset like I just slipped off with your girl, the bitterness burns, and your vision it blurs, giving birth to a different urge. Don't curse it, it's time for hurting, even if you're not really the type of person. Put the bitterness each away, and need to find a way to release the rage and ease the pain. You scream away with your evil thoughts to achieve your aim. It's strange, that's what keeps you sane, and at the same time it seems deranged. Right now I'm plotting a downfall of some clown called nearly a damn fool. Burn his house down, watch him cheer while I'm playing. It's getting hot in here. I'm so bitter, we're so bitter, they're so bitter that we're no quitter. Say I'm so bitter, we're so bitter, cause they're so bitter that we're no quitter. Fuck you, hate me now, you're gonna hate me more if I make it out of my minor end to a major house where my mum gives me hugs and I make her proud. Hate this down to hate, and that's an ironic catch-22 on the ground of faith. Few critics complain about your taste, but it sounds like sour grapes. How's it taste? Oh, but you got a face like a smacked ass. Complaining for days, but your raps are straight blazing. The 8 man, you chat fast. You should be ashamed of your whack bars. Said you got your vote in the game, rolling from coast to coast with your mates, blowing your pics on hoes. Hit no by the crate, get dough when you blow it away. Shoulder the blame. When the man's on the box, you say that his raps are gone pop. Black heads are like crabs in a pot, one scraps to the top, and you're jacking him off. I'm so bitter, we're so bitter, they're so bitter that we're no quitter. Yeah, I'm so bitter, we're so bitter, cause they're so bitter that we're no quitter. Seems like the city got it in for me. Why? Living in a bittersweet symphony. Yo, made bitter by the things we see. Shouldn't be me, why can't I live the dream? Blinded by red eye. We with MVD, spice to be without seeing on MTV. Bitterness will be the enemy. Bit out of the stage trying to get relief. Everybody's in the same boat, no escape from the chains of a payload. Sit and wait for a change, but there ain't hope. Frustrating your brain so your hate grows. About to blow like way cold. Case like David Blaine need a break, bro. And I'm sick of this, some of my bitterness takes hold to the end of my fingertips. Bitter like John Smith. Rock this bitter like salt and vinegar on ships. They killing the topics. IRS, I'm bitter, ain't feeling to stop shit. I'm so bitter, we're so bitter, they're so bitter that we're no quitter. Say I'm so bitter, we're so bitter, cause they're so bitter that we're no quitter. It's not that I'm lost, I just don't know where I am when approaching life with a plan of a mic in my hand. Hold it down as tight as I can, fitting off the fight with a man inside of a jam. But it's not where you are, it's where you were at. I think you should be scared of the fact that IRS are bringing it back. So when hip-hop acts, we're strictly a wax and quick to attack. If I drop my dirty shit on a track, super bitch like a cat, cause I rip shit when I rap flows, I deliver them to whack. Every one to be chat so fat, I can't even fit in the gap. But no, we go into cool for that. Lunatic with a pen made for two in your men. Apologize, slap in your face and do it again. Did I hate you today? Well, I'm sorry, my friend. It's the stickiest of the eight. Consider me here, I don't want to spit in your face, but I'm better with hate. I'm so bitter, we're so bitter, they're so bitter that we're no quitter. Say I'm so bitter, we're so bitter, cause they're so bitter that we're no quitter. Before you sign up, I have to warn ya. They spend the day denying ad requests from bands in California. Fake cats, made up yaps who claim they're Randy for you. Plugging porn sites trying to set up a standard order. A name with angel face, quite a mix, begging me to click up on a hyperlink. Heads are circulating messages, it's making me sick. Coming like, what you take me for? Yo, it's crack space. Place for friends and ad campaigns. Your flyers get deleted if you put them on my damn page. Unless it's fan before you're hurting it up. You want me only line of comments with a personal touch. You man are begging. You can see that they want their fame. That's why they begging everybody for a top 8 space. They lost their brain in the World Wide Web. Headstrong MySpace, shouting out to all the worldwide heads up on the crack face. Just a little taste for the fan base. You can make friends without the aid of a handshake. Crack face, everyone's an addict for this. Listen to your favourite artist, maybe chat to a chick. Even the majors play the market cause the habit is big. One big crack house and I'm grabbing a fix up on the crack space. It's my turn, crack space. King Kyle, crack space. Tell them, let's get the real picture. Step the fuck back, the 16-year-old trying to flex their butt crack. 16, and they're from Britain, it's madness. If they spoke how they wrote, they'd be speaking Hispanic. Web-based research and mans that'll try and steal your password and turn your page to an ad for a diet pill. Dick enlargements and free merchandise. Just filling this questionnaire, it'll be worth your time. You get friend requests from fellas and crews, but watch what they do when they're getting approved. Run up on your page saying check out my tune, and they just ignored yours, man, these brothers are fools. It's cracks, man, almighty home of fools' hopes, and even if your shit don't say your flows are all dope, and say exactly the same thing on the waxed up pages, so you know that they're chatting some fake shit. It's tainted, the recipient is oblivious to the white lie, you didn't even consider it. Back in the day you would have quit and just given it up, but total plays make him think that his lyrics are tough. And all because he listened to a sycophant, thinks he's big in rap, flinging cash at mixing tracks. Better switch your plan. Everyone thinks they rap, but 90% are friggin' crap.
Cracks, babe, just a little taste for the fan base. You can make friends without the aid of a handshake. Cracks, babe, everyone's an addict for this. Listen to your favourite artist, maybe chat to a chick. Even the majors play the market cause the habit is big. One big crack house and I'm grabbing a fix up on the cracks, babe, cracks, babe, cracks, babe, cracks, babe, cracks, babe, the world is dead, so don't ever resist. Work for that cash, so it doesn't exist. I'm living day by day, earning to live. 10% of my tax goes on murdering kids, dropping bombs over Baghdad, they're burning a bridge. Communication control, reading words from a script. It's so subtle how they hustle to control what you think. Find a wife, settle down, have a couple of kids, earn a crust to support them by shoveling shit. Retire, get a mortgage on a drum in the sticks. My son, scrap your dreams, you're working for a cash machine. Bend over backwards like gymnastic teams. Your lifestyle's molded like plasticine, cause we all play the role, it's a fantasy. Last one big conveyor belt, one way straight to hell. You try and take control but the brakes will fail. You must be dumb if you ain't reading the signs, cause you ain't keeping it real, man, you're keeping it live.
Hey yo, the masters of the universe are master frauds, because they want us buying shit that we can't afford. So we take our loans and start racking up debts. Got the bank man breathing down the back of our necks. You pay it off slow, but then the price is inflated. That's the only way, like it or hate it. It's likely you'll take it. In a week's time you'll be green-eyed in the shopping line on the same shit. But that's life in the matrix, no hiding, the conniving is blatant. Time to explain it, it's a bitch to make you feel like Scrooge if you can't afford Christmas gifts. Naturally the poor feel inadequate, financially they're falling or clamoring. But damn your dreams, you'll all be inanimate. No progress cause you're caught in a labyrinth. Now sit back, relax and get ready to live. Work all your life, die a penniless bitch. The world is there, so don't ever resist. Just work for that cash, so it doesn't exist. Shut your mouth and just do as you're told. Don't be stupid or bold or try and move from the mold. Do it till you're old and turning grey. Serve the state, working late, earn your place in an early grave. The high blood pressure might just get ya. No time for leisure, man, you got to grind for cheddar. Surround yourself with material goods and create that illusion that it's really all good. So waste your time spending money, spend your time wasting money. Gotta keep up with the neighbours, buddy. Business is booming, we're raking the looting. Don't watch what we're doing, just keep on consuming. No protest, don't demonstrate, accept your fate. We delegate and legislate and you best obey. Break the norm, face the scorn of a nation sworn to make your pawns ever since the day you're born.
Yo, sit back, relax and get ready to live. Work all your life, I am penniless bitch. The world is there, so don't ever resist. Work for that cash, so it doesn't exist.
The great enemy of truth is not always dishonesty, but persistent, persuasive, unrealistic mythology. Ignorance just is not bliss for me, because I know the world's founded on some of the most twisted history, and there's a long list of mysteries. For one, it's WW3 and what's disgusting to see. Herds of sheep and cattle branded by their own company, where animals trapped in a cage, slaves slacking the ways, lapped in the chains. But no, you can't see them. They come in the facade of how you perceive them to be, how you visualize yourself, how you want people to see. The places you go, the people you meet. Make a choice, but it's clouded by the lies and deceit. With every step you take, surrounded by the eye of the beast. Survival of the fittest, everybody's finding to eat. So stay resigned to defeat, but don't be scared to take a dive if it's deep. It's deep.
Today, you are somebody.
Where the fuck are my wages?
Honestly, right, broke as a joke. It's not even funny, right? The other day I had to walk to the stinking shop in the rain and
Sam is a boy with his eyes on the grub, wisened up and realised while I was in the pub that I was growing up. Time flies and I ain't got enough. That's when the light hit me like an angel from above. I swear, bruv, my eyes nearly started welling up when I sat back and thought about the stuff I never done. It's a sad fact, but I know I'm not the only one who's ever felt trapped like a lab rat. Now cast your mind back to that Granger battle cap. You was gonna be a hero with a castle, not a flat. Yeah, you was gonna live in the back cave and act great, but life never turned out that way. Now you're that great old bloke, blind as a bat, who finds it hard to act sane. Ain't that strange? Ain't that a shame? Not shame. I don't wanna turn out that way, so instead I learned how a track's made in the hope that that pays. Where the f*** are my wages? I'm saying where are all the fit ladies? Where the f*** is my Mercedes? Cause I've been doing this for ages. Where the f*** are my wages? I'm saying where are all the fit ladies? Where the f*** is my Mercedes? Cause I've been doing this for ages. On road, it's doggy dog in the rap race. You could pop your clogs, what's the odds they don't take your phone and dump you backstage? So I guess it pays to watch your back. In that case, it's only fame that these lads crave. They're jumping your grave soon as your bed is made. You think you're a heavyweight? Nah, you ain't ready, mate. And you ain't got ish to offer no one anyway. Keep going on about letting the semi-spray to the point I had to laugh till I had a belly ache. Battle fakes, I prefer to have a bath and watch some telly, mate. Are you mad? I've been a veteran since the John Major elections. Before your first erection, when you were taping the charts off the radio in your bedroom. Soon to be breaking hearts like Pharrell from the Neptunes. Putting you in the past, got things to do, let's move. I'm on a tight schedule. It's like I've got psychics predicting my next move. Here, well, it's definitely gotta go left. Nah, straight on my wages. I'm saying where are all the fit ladies? Where the f*** is my Mercedes? Cause I've been doing this for ages. Where the f*** are my wages? I'm saying where are all the fit ladies? Where the f*** is my Mercedes? Cause I've been doing this for ages. Right, listen, I'm just a plain person, nothing strange, but I stand out like a stain on a plain curtain. I used to look at life like an insane circus, but with age the pain worsens. Doesn't change like the same person. Now I look at life like a tame virgin, and I'm her vain servant. She claims it's a flying star, but I predict plain turbulence. But the f***ed up thing is, I don't feel afraid and I ain't nervous. Where are they? Right, where are they? I swear it! I am! I've been doing this for ages! What? What? What are you accusing? You saying I'm lying? I wouldn't lie! I don't ride a train! I don't ride a train! That's it. Yeah, they got Edstrong, the Valley, iOS, a.m.s, link up, it's gotta be good. Yeah, that's that doo-doo. Shut your fat trap or get slapped with the voodoo. As for you crews chatting poo-poo, track slaps, who are you in like? 2 boots, blue shoes, crepes for trainers. The face of a stranger is famous. After they invade us, we create stuff on abstract. Your track scrap up that. I define what your rap lacks, like a flat chest next to fat bats. What happens next is the mind says I've gotta have that. I'm purchasing it and then I'm in bed with your chick putting working till 3 a.m. While you're jerking, I'm putting working with a leaky pen. To the point my stomach's hurting, so I eat again. Meanwhile, feeling of being a king is sneaking in, speaking in code on the phone till we meet again. Greet a friend, hit the road and make D's with him, hit the beat, speak your piece on a sweet rhythm. We worship greedy men, but we don't eat with them, cause the beast within them keeps the meat hidden. But you can spot it in the gaps of his teeth when he's grinning. And that ain't the correct etiquette to teach children. We don't preach, we speak wisdom. In the Queen's Kingdom, us women get shit on by street pigeons, and your heart beats at the speed of a car piston. You can't give in, and backing down is the hardest thing. Some say if you dance around till your armpits stick, it helps release the feelings that you're harbouring. Even the hardest men like to do a little partying from time to time. It ain't all arguing, it depends on what type you are within. I've got you listening like when the barber trims. Try and diss, I'll carve your skin, shave a dick in the back of your head and start laughing.
No, I'm just joking, but sometimes I just feel like trapped, and I just need to let it out, you know? Like a dog trapped in a dark room barking. It's gotta be good when they let me in the garden. Expect sex, and I've already got a hard on. The next best thing since sliced bread by a long margin. With the type of raps that live on long after I'm gone. Like a statue that pigeons shit on. Even haters have to give a response. I'm as slick as swimming with swans. I'm out. Big up the strong. Yes, a.m.s. Times are changing, but we shouldn't let them change us. I don't know, it's just how I'm feeling. Listen. Check it. Whatever happened to the places we used to play as kids? They got replaced with concrete buildings filled with crack and hatred. Bomb makers and rapists roam the streets for ages. Newspapers turn the countries into racists. The basis of their aim is to turn every man against his neighbours. Pages full of stories that were shallow and hollow for ratings. What God do you cherish and follow? In the name of money, their crusade is shameless, feeding fear to the faithful and faithless. And in the same breath we're taught to embrace the changes in political faces, but in time the latest news breaking events will become waste paper for incinerators in the mind of just one generation. As I sit here writing in my basement. In the flames of the fire, we walk the streets ashamed and tired, where life gets plucked from inside you like the legs of a spider. And the war on terror creates more bombers that honour Al-Qaeda. But on the other side of the coin, there's a power struggle, where little cowards huddle and hustle, plots to reduce other countries to rubble.
Nope, no weapons over there.
Christian, Muslim, Buddhism, now every religion got a little good in them. But when innocent women and children start to die, well that's when I think we should bin them. This should apply to politicians who lie for a living, smile at cameras assuming their lies are forgiven. They should have given them life in prison, but they didn't. They're telling me 9/11 was the wake-up call for the new world order. What's new about the world that we live in? It's rotten, I feel boxed in like a life in a coffin. It's nothing new, the world's always had a problem. Back when men were wearing stockings, then when blacks were picking cotton. And there's no signs of it slowing or stopping, even if the bombs start dropping. We dust ourselves off and roll with the punches like we're boxing, while fumes and toxins kill us slowly while we're watching from dirty windows in the buildings that we cotchin'. Cause within a week the nation's back to shopping. Is shocking, but defeat ain't no option. So it's back to the rat race with Big Brother watching.
And the hunger is trying to take me under, but the pain and the hunger, it's only made me stronger. I said the pain and the hunger is trying to take me under, but the pain and the hunger, it's only made me stronger.
Yeah, I spit with a focus, I maintain my vision. I quit with the soap, taking my aims to mission. I break chains, you face the flames we're given. Now go against the grain and that's a
brave decision. My pain is driven on lions to chase the rhythm. Embrace my hate division, fam, we ain't forgiving. Rising at the price of living in high society Britain. Fiery writtens, cut and leave slices missing. Advice I'm giving, you can take it as a warning. I bring apocalypse, shock and blitz when I'm brainstorming. You'll awaken a desolate space of morning. Face the dawning, the hell is a place we're born in. So if you see me on stage performing, watch the rage forming, like pit bulls in a cage brawling. No understand you're close to death and face calling. Stay stalling, march on your line to see your face falling. All in, I'm pissed off in a vexed state, trying to figure ways to get the stress off my chest plate. A bag of weed won't succeed to get my head straight. Brain infection, feel tension when you press play. I see through the scene like an X-ray, no escape. You're just about average on your best day. Clear the way for ricochets when it's vet sprays. Nod your head so hard you listen with a neck brace. In the face of pain, we reign to stand tall. The pressure of the game explains your downfall. We speak on the corners, breaking down rules. We breaking down rules, the trace of vandals. Savage, nemesis, manage.
Smells like the liquid in the RV stuck in crack, baby.
Mr. Manage,
they gon' have to mention me along the back eventually.
One of the top ranked soldiers. Kids wanna get it on, get smacked up and shit upon.